Good morning.
Good morning, Nana.
Oh, yeah.
I'm now so.
Yeah, as I say, we are Bemunti. Kakra be found, but Yabende, we never cause a name pinching Yabende. What do you think?
My position on some of these things, I believe, say, time has soon. And nothing last been about programs, and I said, I'm not against small scale mining. The problem has been with how we come with our license without any regulation, no matter sense. I see. Right. And to say a good year be womb, na yina some faswa. I was said the people of Ghana so in the right over it.
Yeah.
But Ghana for na pay right over it. You need Obia tam ne kra no akwa kogina baabi o se ha na good no aye ne basa na o say so na effect so batima mu for kro na so.
Right. So
last time I met a couple of them and I was telling them, say, look, as simple as ABC. I had to say the National Media Commission. Me believe that the approach to solving this matter should not be a total ban or suspension on all my mining activities. No, because your own crop for almost also boka top machines. Mutu a good year now. They reclaim the lands.
Right.
Omundi didn't ko biya fu. Omundi didn't ko su biya mu. So the approach should rather be say. Why a bebora or site or boom rasu saying su uni license uni documentation on adiana o yeno or your unregulated yampamo. But ye ba kukwa site nasa kukwa yen bibia within the remits of the law on saying su on say a fool on ye bibia utu amna o kataso or yen bibia kama abra any effect biawo. Yeah, sitting a moi, then Akukwa should be allowed to mine. It serves as a good example. Say, the honor better if you have a commodine on the Kamen on. About I said, the Kotobu dozano, now for me to na me Katasuna Menyama Sumdia Jumadia. Why not comply with the law?
Right.
Then we are all safe. But Olampio Munina boom dia. Then there is a difficulty. Because the oil right and wapam no, the oil wrong thing wapam no. Then it becomes a problem. Meaning what I say. It is a media. National Media Commission made them example. Your station almost sorry inside tribal sentiments. Your station almost sorry attempt DD. So ultimately can say because of stations be ADD attempt, you close it down all media houses. Insure FM, na Juma decently. So you allow Insure to work. Then it serves as an example. Say if you work within the law, you have your peace of mind to work.
Right.
Meaning say what you say. So in that light, but I insist say yentimi now Emma Brofo mefa ye former goodiem ko at the detriment of the citizens.
Right.
Na you hear asan ko say yesre omomo ma loans, yesre omomo ma grant. No mo den say asan beto say oba nana wa makwan dia ene mema no. What you say? That is my simple position on it.
All right. Now, Yembra was sway. They say a question, then a coso, a scholarship secretariat. I mean, I'm saying, Ubisia very transparent. Ubia co-interview. Kama mentis ubia kase and amitia at the Mudibi and Sana. Ubia for system nimu. A cousin.
Enti said ya nano me ba me bowa maneno. Yebeya santimantemu Yakobuno Yako a couple of the regions this week. You started Eastern region, you started Central, Upper West, any other regions. No, me no cause teams no grounds are or more EDBBA go akoma me nim say by this time be about saying ekobo 9 until me show say interviews are starting other regions na bibia koso. Ye hwe ni mu say nche ye beti ense free interviews no na afi ya selection ye selection na then ye best start your payment largely no bibia koso kama ye nte pinchen me science should be what I say. Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, yenje application fee, and yen sika bia. I've said it time without number. Inti mo amusori amoba me inbox mu, ena obi a create page bi wa waji usikan. Me kan o TV so, me kan o radio so. The moment obi beka to scam, you should know it's a scam. And to now go now you don't come back to Obama wa me then.
Right.
I've said this time without number. Say yenji sika yenji application fee yenji fee it is free.
Yeah.
It is a obi ebe chato no ka say tua bibia. That in itself should tell you say nipa ne person was scamming.
Okay.
Meaning that what yes, don't go and pay the money and come back and complain. Mr. Remo.
Right.
Okay.
Mate. Now, bibi wo ho apese ehumahun krata bebreze o chen kwaku ba ko.
Easy.
En krata be no.
You see nana okaya.
Nkofo manya scholarship ana.
There be men komodi amedi kan obedi ye no. Na ya about me buy ne de me beto so.
Right.
Na eka de bubruja onim.
Na kelantu akra be.
Kelantu anyina ba mu na nse unhu se na US ne UK for twen abo so me no cause only last 2 weeks was the last week crowd. A student back who got deported from UK. US for mitua ye payment and by payment na UK VI for say too late.
Oh,
into waba, but the school no better issue cash for from an area apply for visa now.
Okay.
But me person who say more din. We mistake it to be a deported student. And then yes, sika no so sebe me this year. A car UK nko 1 billion Ghana cedis, but my budget I mean for the entire year was 174 million cedis and do 200 impo. And one am dey share scholarship beneficiaries e we wiase afa na nyina
enye possible impo.
Enye what yes, and one am dey share Algeria, Morocco, Serbia, India, China, France, Germany, everyone may hear free. In Sweden, lady be so Mattis on person deporting and my men in a bush for aberrate out. You get it. Let's say a local scholarships in Ankasawaha, UK, US, Canada, and one Kakrana me boss, and one I was used to solve all these problems.
Right.
And a very challenging. But me will say year on year so. A buying a budgeter, my allocation to scholarship secretariat. The question is, Sikana na bas scholarship secretariat afibiano. How come say afibia budget? We are supposed to work within the budget, but all of a sudden no. Sikana ya kwanya ya first wa ya said that use Sikana, but beneficiary so de can. I came secretariat na ma yedin say ewo amanone. And I may say Sadia. There should be an audit.
Okay.
And just the first phase of the audit. Yeah, audit no into Adebia Mihu say the former registrar created any friend short courses to UK.
Okay. Short courses.
Now interestingly no, so short courses no money company be a friend Crown Agents UK na ye no. And they neka.
Okay.
And no the kaba ku kra na ho. One city cry nika wo.
There are short courses.
Short courses and they are nika wo da. But the can na the cat. To shall say majority and I say a chunk of the budget na nebani you push it UK, but na enko regular scholarship beneficiaries in the but it was being channeled through this program
in the name of short courses.
If you see a fan na mamentre wa DB. Ye free bibi or your scholarship regimes, but scholarship you are allow ma ultimate do dependent. Joining.
All right.
But near it was the amount quickly now for KuroYiMuNsem na personal to me aba. Yegusua yehwe stress no management ho nsensem a obi a onam eye abrabomu asetenemu ohawo enimu eye obre bebre ayehia enu nyina mu no se ye adwuma mu ye fie mu yanamutu aye tubie mu no etwa se uhu kwan a obefa so na wa deal with because abrabo no de wuyi free mu a enye yie eden a there are demands of life no maybe wo hodo mu a abrabo mu be hia sebe ebi bebu nkam so ebi wo ha no eden ni nyina yese utimi hia basa abre ni mu no eno ma be na eso ye sebe ya enya nsunsanso bone ewo apomuden so enempo said ye wusifa edi wudwuma efa na eno ho nsem yegusu a yesua ene de no a yebe ka ho asem no ene se no ma bi sa ekoso a se uhu unyanimde ewo some relaxation techniques eho ebi ne eye enoma bi a ye a etimima ye nipadua ya dwene sebe egye na home ewo saa obre a efam enye se watumrika nko ama bre adwendwen kra de bre etu nipadua no so sebe no ma bi wo nso kra no a ope hu mu aye ana se wusi hu gina ye no nhye danko ye mu kra obre a wo fam wa adwene mu psychological stress abe fam se wo de toto saa no ma no nyasem ketwa enti eba ne sa wo hia nneɛma ebe mo relax some techniques ebe boa wo na yedi kan meka ho asɛm yɛ meditation ebi abɛtena se din na bia wode wadwene asi bibi so na wahwɛ adeɛ no nso a wode wadwene bɛsi soɔ no sɛ bia obi wɔ no mu a ebi ɔde n'adwene bɛsi bibi a ɛwɔ nwoma mu na bia na ɔhwɛ na ɔde n'adwene asi so ebi de ɔmo deɛ ɛyɛ bible akenkan bi a quotation bi a waka yɛ wie no ɔde n'adwene si so no ɔdwe ho kakra na n'adwene no ɛwɔ saa adeɛ no so eyi n'adwene firi ɔhaw a ɛda ne so a ebi a na ɔtete ho saa abrɛ no nti focus n'adwene no ɛde to ade foforɔ no so a ɛboa ɛma etimi ɛma no n'adwene no ahome ti bi wɔ no mu a ɔbɛkata n'ani kakra na ɔde ahwɛ few minutes bi na ɔde agye n'ahome afiri saa ebi a nneɛma bi a ɛhyɛ no so a ɔdwendwen a ɛno no ɛha no no na wɔyi n'adwene no de asi biribi foforɔ nso a sɛbio ɛno no ehu nim na atetie enim na ɛbɛboa no ama n'adwene no agye n'ahome ne yɛtɔ so bi mu nso yɛ sɛ yɛwɔ biribi a yɛfrɛ no deep breathing ɛne sɛ watena ase kama ebi a ɛwɔ akonnwa mu sɛdeɛ matena ase yi no na wabɔ mmɔden ɛde w'akyi atwere w'akonnwa no saa no na onan si fam kama no wode wo nsa emienu no ɛde ato ma wo nsa yɛ mu no ɛnka wo kotodwe ne sei ɛntum saa nti wo nsa nifa ɛda wo nan nifa so wo nsa benkum ɛda wo nan benkum so na wo nsa yɛ mu no hwɛ hunu sɛ ɛda wo kotodwe ne so pɛpɛɛpɛ afei wohwɛ tenten a wapagya wo ti a wohwɛ ten no opa wobɛtumi akata w'ani opa nso a wobɛtumi abie w'ani ne nyinaa mu no na watwe mframa slowly sɛdeɛ ɛbɛka no kakra de awura ohwenim wotwe fa ohwenim sɛ ɛkɔ ohwenim fa ohwenim awuram na wahodi on 4 seconds to bia 1 2 3 4 na afei wagyam afa w'anum apie ti wotwe mframa no ɛfa wura ohwenim ɛkɔ onipadua nim afei hodi on 4 seconds na wagyae ɛde afa ɛyɛ w'anum apie ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ slow nkakra woyɛ saa toatoa so a wobɛtumi ayɛ ne mpɛndodoɔ bi a wobɛtumi na wobɛhu sɛ wobɛsɔre no ɛboa ɛma onipadua no ɛgye n'ahome wobɛhu sɛ wo ho asane wo onipadua no arelase kama na ebi kura wakoma na ɛbɔ periperi saa brɛ no wɔ adwendwen bi a na biribi a na ɛhyɛ wo so na ehu a na aba wo so wɔ ade a wahyia mu no a wobɛhu sɛ ama wakoma adwo fam na nipadua no adwo fam broni bɛka ne sɛ ɛma wo kura wo heart rate no etimi reduce wakoma na ɛbɔ periperi anaasɛ ehu na na ahyɛ wo so no kura akɔ fam enti ɛnɛ mienu wei ɛna mɛka ho asɛm ɛbrɛ ni nti ɛkyena mɛsa atoa the other technique ne so sɛ woyɛ wei a nhwɛmu kura kyerɛ sɛ saa deep breathing exercise no etimi ma wɔn kura sɛbio o pressure wɔ soro no wɔyɛ a ɛso etimi ɛte kakra na etimi ɛma wakoma no ɛgye n'ahome ɛma nipadua no so relax yie nti the two relaxation techniques a mɛkyerɛ wɔ nɛ no nyame yɛ adom a wɔkyerɛ ɛbɛhwɛ visualization no na yɛahwɛ aromatherapy no ne deɛ ɛkeka ho nyinaa nyame yɛ adom a ɔkyerɛ yɛbɛsan so atoa so medi de Barima Kofi Dawson tumi frɛ me akɔkɔa yɛtoa so gabi to ram the foreigner ɛde KuroYiMuNsem na pɔso no ɛtoa so yɛnkɔmmra
the Tuminiano pay Yatana say KuroYiMuNsem no ana de Baba down where your friend Premier Sports Zali 98 in Yatana na fe dwuma de ne Kazepano when sa atimi aka e wo ye hye I would nyina so yaka to say ye dwuma de ne live e wo YouTube enom aye Insha TV e wo YouTube ko anu subscribe anytime bia video bia be ready na tese onso wonsa atimi aka na no atimi aboye pa from garbage ram the foreigner ye dey asra no de manwuma ekwa ena no pe no mu gina ye chegina pa KuroYiMuNsem no ye dey down wobera member referee no ada ana the senior national team the Blasters of Ghana and so enya one goal win at the Emma Omei wabra omo and so ni Malaysia no pe ye dey unsem pi ana the brobera akwantuo ya de ahunhia ye pa and into the make from my say flight Emirates ana chese ebebo ye pa uhia tripper business tripper uhia flight ebema wasumje no etmewie pe dia and ye flight Emirates ana chese Cameroon and so ana wudi tukwan a eboa ye penti mu a ene mo so moko China ne de flight Emirates san say ye do go straight to Beijing ana fe ade say Shanghai wo ko Guangzhou ye do be ramu ansom awo Hunshu ana afe Shenzhen ye nyina ye kwa na fe ye kwa kobo de from Accra Street na fe ye ram via Dubai na fe wa kwa kodu China na bibia wo so pese okoye wo business trip no etima ye kama adiama the reason make for flight Emirates adi ama say eno na ama comfortability afe abane channels 6500 channels entertainment na say wo so wuju ani kopim say wo be land the wifi na hwegu so sa na etimi aboa eye penti akwanto de flight Emirates ana make for dem MTN Ghana asu apom de ne yade hu hiom ye pa entano pay do mosemenka ama wontia say eba se upa pomudin dia omo de pomudin se atipa edi aba atese eno medfarmer ana akwakofa edi aba ye friend MK na MK ne ye se uko hospital enya fi na ukwa salai na watwan doctor we obakwa na doctor o dada na fe eno anse ye simple wunya problem bia afi krampo doctor ka to se ya trade ya de ma kokoto ubetima tena fie no aye call na wa friend medfarmer for na ye de dro enso e de abo opportunity so be selected between the gold package and a silver package ni nyina ya say 10 Ghana every month and say we choose 161 Ghana every month na fe wonso no wetimi and the package MTN Ghana at the way MAK at as a mat farmer akofa at the abapom din se achiba we and na no pe we ye gina so na fe so KuroYiMuNsem no yama wonsa akanada and at as a black stars enso esi from our class poster na nyasem kotwakra and no players ni nyina bo adwuma se and no de na chese black stars adwuma de no do na viso en kan black stars na ye wan na chese ayem hihye ne ade no anom na kakra ayese stability aban fifi on na your pon game na ne be fans na eni die pa mo say black stars yi sa de ni be yo senior no mo say black stars na nka se no and no your pon game the fans ni chese sisi de amesenia ma so anisa okay ntino na tese eno ye nsem kakra na wo mo di tudwanti ma me hwe na me mpiepia kire ha nyina engum na fe ye hwe ewo anum se na tese enye kama ewo ye nsese awodo nyina so nti eno afans no after the game ni koma wo mo so editu edwane.
Yeah, it was a tough game, but at the end of the day, victory was ours.
Do you think that Otuado can qualify this team to the World Cup?
I doubt Otuado. I doubt you. Let's go for Morido. If we catch her, we go score and four goals.
Our ticket is with them. The Blasters, we have to go to the American zone. Yeah, they are holding our destiny is in their hands.
So if they qualify, how will you feel?
Oh yeah, I'll feel great because my government is in power, and if they qualify, I'll be happy because Mama Papa.
And team Pato and rather fans the Kakeja, or many two Janano Peno, ye petty, and the Amawa Shawdo in Asona, and no, and you be some black sass head coach Otado, say, and the team know who Modimbo man and was Kaji, as I were who are then the way sequence, rather or more, and so Ebwa Jumaepa, and I don't feel such at me, I improve it.
Difficult to talk about each game. You know, the last window we scored like 8 goals. I think it was okay, but we can't expect it all the time. So I hope that the players who missed the chances, they really think the most about it and regret that they didn't use the chance. But it's all about learning, improving, and adapting always to the circumstances. And I think, in each situation they could have taken 1, 2, 3 steps more. Or more time.
Okay, one at say I know your Black Stars head coaching come what you to at us and the team net team improve amananiaji officer gradually and near my bank cracker the bisa say and na do na fees na nke betimi as more goes na sa ayan kasa ya no omo ya adwana na so oditum say na nka Ghana e betimi as goals no ebro 1.
We had our moments. Even though we were tired, you could see that Kudus and Jordan, they had their moments still when they had the ball, that they could create something. So we had to wait a little bit. But after, I think, 50 minutes to the end, 10 minutes to the end, I changed. Because surely we have a lot of quality on the bench. And I think Kamadin and Pencil came in well, and Iñaki. And if we would have used our numerical advantage in our counter situations better, we could have scored a second goal.
Okay, not just I know some Kakwasa head coach Otado and the Tujana, Oriani Abisa, Akwasi Sibo, another Kwasi Sibo, ye Juman Bruta, Ewon FIFA, another Kwasi Sibo T, Young Thomas Pate, Patena not to do an FSO, Pateba. I said one said I am a dedicated player. Yes, said that when modern bony pin pato, say no, I just will be and a buono complimenting here. I'm here who Pateboni and another Kwasi Sibo, Bono Boy and Emu Thomas Pate, Sana Chessa, Abrante, a good player. Na another head coach, a Casa Kwasi Sibo, sir, I know Quayano, Quay Brantano, Afaso any team, no, Afab di Amano, officer, next time they call up, no, Abrante and Sabeka.
I think he really did well. It's not easy to come from said it before, from a different environment to fit in the squad. But he knows a lot of players already in the team, and he connected well. He's very, very confident, and I think he did really extremely well, especially when you see that this was his first performance. And he's a warrior throughout. You could see. I think for the future things will even get better, but like all players, his performance in this club will decide for his next caller, but the next window is so close that I'm pretty sure that he will be called again.
Okay, and to radio to other confirm say Kwasi Sibo and ya be man another e call up na chase no so atimi abueno e yankoba kakwa so to dan ye be say na anto asem enyoy be mo fi ye wuna ne bo no de na odi ma ye o to de enya no bio na o comment wana e wo ho ana no so ye nya botem fa man toan but entie koba odi tuja.
It's difficult to compare games from the Premier League with games in Africa and in Ghana. It's very, very difficult. And then all games have their own nature. And surely you can say that he stands more out in the Premier League. But for me today, he was excellent. He fought until he couldn't run anymore. Maybe he thought he could stay a little bit longer, but he was fighting. He was the lone fighter up front, and for me, I'm very, very glad with his performance. He put them on the. Okay, Tiko teacher say yeah, the Adema na on the nenia so. Oh, did you pass a Premier League in the bobo? And in a search the difference kakra and so muti and you come on the jay na Tom Asian Francis so no head coach Adema Malifon or Chelsea ampa and now that Ghana who na Ghana first row mo pa and now say and no mo pa oh. No, there are no more Ghana Bobono, and in Paki Mujebaya, Nippon Num, and the Digna Jaws in your and Gawembayasa.
It showed that they were afraid of us. They played with 5 people. We knew they played against Madagascar, also with 5 in the back. They won, I think, 3-0 that game. But we expected Ghana what would be more offensive. If you have the power of Semenya, Adu, Kudus, Williams, and all the attacking wingback, you could punish us in the first half with very offensive play at home, get the public behind you. That was our thought. I thought Ghana will start very aggressive attacking.
Okay, Tinata said, I'm going to Tom, I did 2 Jan or so, and now Mali Suya, Jumana Papa, no parking is in your Mali for that's Ghana now winning the better Mali someone.
After that goal, I think there was only one team on the pitch, and that was us. Step by step, building up the pressure. We had shots from the second line. But in the 16, we couldn't create that real open chance. We had some good dribbles, but we couldn't.
Okay, well, not just say, no, you're Mali, Nasa team head coach opinion, the other Tom Tefront, and come on, the Atuja Hana, your pay take a crack, and the Maya did money this year, more cracker can you, Brennan Casadia, as 9:30, and your Babana Fia Babatanasia, with a not Jantuah Barima Kofi Dawson, and the KuroYiMuNsem head to us with the friend Garbage Ram, the foreigner, Yesia, Zali, 9:30, but Utian Pato, Hyundai Elantra, 2019, CCC Artes Yaton, Hyundai Elantra, 2019, win 1.88, Anteno, Adia say, Nomkra, and T. Uyakana, would the Aberdma Hyundai Elantra, 2019, I ready to say, number bit me, Afre Opena, Onina Dinkobo, I 0552711268, 0552711268, now fe, once we were na Onina Dinkobo, Hyundai Elantra, 2019, one sa etimiaka. Kwajo Jantuah Banko Babia, na Ghana Samno, Udim says, Suye Pa, Kwajo, Ebe Nina Diamantitiwe, na Kwajo Jantuah, and so Antinasi CCA.
The dependent policy largely depends on the immigration policy of the country. It has nothing to do with Aban. Because Aban has a state agency. So, for instance, if you are UK for no more immigration policy allows, say, if you are on scholarship now with UK, what do you mean invite? And how to me invite Oba, and how to me invite Unyabi on condition say. Usika semi ye usu betimi accommodate you. Or maybe to say Canada or more allow. Or maybe to say US or more allow. Meaning that Trump buy in a was a Trump was a son, and I was a Cremudia. But I know of Canada, I know of UK.
Right. But
me a Cramibusia ni me memo last born. Nikunya scholarship and Canadian government, but they are Commonwealth. And no the bear family mema make it one call UK.
Right.
The expenditure now the expenses that comes with inviting dependents has nothing to do with government.
And you buy it cheap.
And you buy meaning so what you say.
So who the end is when your scholarship to so also for bush and you buy
headache. Then a buy headache.
Right.
Una nana kwajo Jantuah who when your scholarship.
Right.
And I work na bru maybe I go PhD 4 years 5 years. And I feel say wo enti ube hia wo yere. Ho kanfo na I want to baby bra wash so kakra na wo de akulu weather no
anya ban issue
then na wo say aban mum ene ebe bo wo yire ho ka say na kwajo Jantuah esua de na disua na wo sua no ti me pese o se awonu ye too much nti me bo ho ka na wakwajo na kwajo Jantuah na openhyeso a waboa na mana hyeso. How is that government business?
And the work came in Chelsea. A Chelsea will be Yibiana.
Dear Akosu was secretariat one say, Yamawu na kwajo Jantuah scholarship one. Na ya fa wo yire, na ya fa wo ma, na ya omo as dependents. Enye dependents no kura na ya wo. O yire ne wo ma no, omo visa processing ni fees e charge na secretariat ni na etua. Omo air ticket nyina no secretariat ni na etua. Now on top of that, na ya sans wo twa stipend payment ay obi mu friend allowance. Say be say tua allowance di ama wo.
Hey. The na koso.
Na kwajo Jantuah. Mama ma example. Classical one. Oh document. We me de be ma wakan but open kra na start kan free we confirm no. But on say a score sec document.
Okay. Score sec. Okay. Scholarship secretary. To whom it may be concerned, the consular, UK Visa and Immigration Home Office, DSM, Madam, sponsorship letter. Peter Mensah, and about 1986. Now say time I won. Ghanaian passport number, blah 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 blah. Gifty, Efia or Mensah.
Oh, they can't call. Can't call. Nana Jantuah
can't call. All right. We confirm that Peter Mensah has been awarded a financial scholarship by Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to study LLM law at the Brunel University, London, United Kingdom, which commenced on January 2022. The scholarship covers Peter Mensah and his dependent listed above, and it covers all students' tuition fees of 17,875 and living expenses of 16,008 per annum. It also covers his dependents, Gifty Efia or Mensah spouse, living expenses of 8,160 thousand pounds, 8,160 pounds. Invoices and financial.
Okay, signed by who?
Kingsley Ajiman, Registrar of Scholarship.
Tinana Jantuah. Oh, the near this can after Mammy Trum, Peter Mensah, no, gift you a worry. I know yet deputy
National Service
director or National Service, and I said, no, me.
Yeah.
On Munikum and your friend Peter Mensah.
Okay.
Now the mere fact say Peter Mensah no has been awarded scholarship. So on conclusion LLM will Brunel Nintino. Yes, scholarship secretariat the Abansika. Sans was sponsor na yiri aye gift to a worry. Unim no. Yeah, the Sansikano SS sponsor which is 8,160 pounds. Convert the money.
8,000.
Peter Mensah took one kusunya de. Na e was say ne yire gifty or worry Mensah join and said they be awarding or betting assessor. How?
Nti aban na etuanika.
Na da wo hu ye wo ma ya committee secretariat ni say ye betua 8,000 pounds asa ma gifty or worry because or kan ikunu ne nako. Ni kunu na nya scholarship.
Date ne ye date.
2022.
That's not pounds in your best.
How?
Really?
And memos in Naka, what we are now making memos for approval of the monies to be paid. ACA
gives you Owari, Peter Owari Mensah.
Peter Mensah, omu ticketing, any omu ticket cry scholarship secretariat in a toy.
Really?
Figures in a town 48,000.
700.
Yes, 48,000.
Apart from say all qua. Yebemano say stipend, you know.
Yes, they take it crow they joining the scholarship secretariat in TI. Bonebe na scholarship secretariat aye. Na students ankasati ho. Yentio mu tuition, yentio mu stipend. Na omo threatening demonstration, but yasua obini na busu ya 40 said ye American lottery program.
Wow.
Where just a tip of it.
So the preamble and they say and yes son was a secretary and
how is that the business? If I really see me fan awo Nana Jantuah. O ye lecturer. O apply for scholarship. Ye catch us say o yire ye be say to us allowance ama yire. Because ye hu su bi da. Because ukosua and woman be the president of Ghana ha kran ka ye be man sa privilege no.
Nti won pese wo yire na obusu ni kwa ye won abebo sa.
That is your business. That is your business. How is that the business of the secretariat? Nana Jantuah, give to worry the idea say in some of the cases, ebi wo wa senka obi ne yere kura ba ko pen na kwa senka nye ye wo. Ebi mu wo wa Nana Jantuah. Omo ne omo yire ene omo ma, ebi wa nipa be 4, ebi wa nipa be 5. Odwene ho a onti ase. Nana Jantuah. We okay visa application now. 10 years visa. Meanwhile, no acquire short course for 2 weeks.
Mbajo Fabrami.
Any
Obwa, Mamenkin Kamadi.
Any
Mamenkin Kamadi.
Gift allowance and your boy and 128,000.
Hey! As of that time, not pound is
128,000. 1.2 billion OCDs.
Yeah, the man.
Adanya, Nikunanya scholarship.
Sapra na pounds is
16 cities.
What you say?
Na dollar na 11 as of that time.
What
saying
1.2 billion OCDs.
And the man.
Yeah, the man Adanya. Nikunanya scholarship. Eti Ghana buy ehun nikunu ni su bi da. Eti gift your worry. Ye be ma wo so 128,000. Na ya say take it ama we ni hukunu nko na award no a waboa na ma na hye so. What be that?
But that time in Anna, where you know from so on your scholarship secretariat, I gift you.
National service. Why government appointee?
National service.
Why government appointee?
Mamembra. Me humba could be Mr. Daniel Mensah. Short course UK visa application for 10 years.
For 10 years, program here 2 weeks. 14 days.
For 10 years, I say.
Okay. Now request for payment UK visa application. Reference to document attached in respect of the above subject and the directive of the registrar to deal with the invoices. Vibe Consult quoted the total lowest of 17,200. Vibe Consult is therefore being recommended for your consideration and approval. So the transaction and details below. Mr. Daniel Mensah, short course UK visa application for 10 years. I don't get it.
Program here 2 weeks. Yeah, apply for 10 years visa now. Modi.
Say.
And the about him.
Oh, free Ghana hand so better.
About
short course 2 weeks in 10 years.
10 years visa. Meanwhile, so the longer the duration, no charges in a cost.
And yet, say be a PhD program is understandable.
And 2 weeks program.
And short course.
And a short course in a 10-year visa.
And no more apply into India.
I don't know where travel and also.
Yeah, me mama me been count.
Hey.
Na
debut. Including
Enti sika no.
I was saying the other scholarship secretariat no Irasa for J Mister. And no pay revelation wa ha. Na ne tofa ni nyina ne se nana do dan kwa kufa do abran so owura Kingsley Ajiman na wo hwe so no. Enyoma bebre akoso a na emfa kwam. Sika ni bi wo ho a na emfa kwam. Na kwan yo mofa so yusu sika no bra wona no mu hia sika no kra wo mu usu. Na o share short courses here and no timi ko UK ya ehun nsem na ko ye bebre eno hu revelation bi na ye maame ye nua bad gift o ware ano ye deputy
o ye government appointee e national service secretariat awo no obetumi atua ne kunu anya scholarship so ko ye LLM nti Ghana aban e ma no allowance 128,000 Ghana cedis free. Ghana buying say twa return a ticket a man British Airways no joining me too. Say minim so mo contribution to your GDP no minim.
And you say we no crown allegation na ban the national service on no crown sika bi cry share that account for.
Oh there mam nana
we just thinking about the usi the amount now boy any
mami really bin ka ho we or say we confirm that Portia Dudonyina has been awarded a financial scholarship by the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to study BA Public Health and Community Studies at Coventry University.
Now
ODTA UK. The scholarship commences on February 2021 and will end on February 2022. The scholarship is the scholarship covers Portia depend. It also covers a cyber security blah 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 na hana ya na ehia me hano or say the scholarship covers Cindy Pearl, Chum Fenin and her dependents listed above. It covers all the ya fani kunu aka ho ya fani ma aka ho obu nyina ye besa mo allowance Ghana bank o na wo mo a omanya scholarship na aka obi anya liver problem 2 years nie e wo UK odampa so ontimi usua de bio owu not courses 2 weeks ya man 10 years visa abusam so Ghana check here so aba
anti mu pa mu ntimi ntresu mu
ko tresi ni wan na na Jantuah payment vouchers na tachiri no yatua na
entina se wo na enye ya
na wo de wo hwe ba ku bia mehu ya mebufu ye kra ba ku bia mehu ya mebufu ye ono na nya ho atwa application the aba secretariat to hwa de o say I write respectfully to seek your kind approval for the purchase of a return air ticket from United Kingdom to Ghana. I am on a spousal scholarship. I am on a spousal scholarship beneficiary in the UK, and it has become necessary to travel to Ghana to attend very critical family complications and return to assist my spouse in taking care of their children as she concentrates on her studies. Obia ono ye man scholarship ni bi na yiri na nya scholarship ye try to take it ama na omoko but o say family issue asi Ghana enti wa tro letter the aba secretariat to say yen san so twa ticket ma no nti bi mra Ghana emehwe family issue no na yiri no mom dia on koso no sua de tede be ya na yiri benya na sumdue na Jantuah eni o ada na wo say
twia ya twia fa e bo pa
ada na say
me konsa me ye me pesika kura me nya
nana
because we hear calculations na emfa
hwe short courses 2 weeks ye tua obi school fees £4,650 check it
how
2 weeks program
4,000
management development for executives 2023
management day
development for executives 2023
now we say it me actually
2 weeks or you tua £4,650
the day your friend is saying
Hilda Afua aduakon champon
enti yembusan se wode be ye den
ene menim
na nti wo kaso wunim na me nti wase na wo keka ka ne sen
me kan say
wo kan say wunim dia wunim
say short courses no na menim Hilda omukra you see the point is that short courses na e funny program it is a development or say developing future leaders we try dey send the
na we say symposium bi no
what you say we was a management development for executives 2023
how they quiet
in fees no training fees £4,650 cost of living allowance £2,000 enti ono kwa ye 6,000
mu hia me consultant
ono kwa ye 6,000
mu disika
the way your professors in timin kire wa ha
da bi
management development day executive
me se
na multimedia for ya mo kwa mo charge say
nana
na say no anu mo chere wo multimedia
nana we ye ketua
management development
na book no so we opa emodi nipa kro e man award
na den ndi emodi
ana na mi bodin
bodino na bodino ah
bodino to de bia mo pese mo kire se
hwe nana yi we nyina ye spousal take it to aye tuetua
ye no ne ekunu no
oh hwe enie dependent of Porsche adudo nyina ne take it no 36,000 Gilbert Boabi Chum
after scholarship ni nyina
I we say de omukunu no ko kan mo ho until we 63,000
na emu wa na ye
de
we na ye month no mo spell na anye ya na sele
ai
okay
meba ebi sa wa
na enyansem getu
na take it na mu evidence ni
take it na ye twama
ni to me metna ha mo mi trim say me twa ntora to obi so that the tickets were actually purchased
enti Sadi ekuta mi
ekroimu hu
na wo de meba we nu fate kakra na ya wabodin no
edin ya babo because
wo de na hwade wa ha we a second sheet nana ya inshira dwamena obi yire dependent we a Porsche adudo nyina ba also no so ni take it on say no ne ma 2 or 3 so no so ni take it so on bill 28,000 Kofi Chum Fenin ni kunu no 45,000
na so no ya man scholarship ya say twa na busuan fodi wo bro bi nso hia
abra obi so hia bi eno abia sanie
school fees are metia no wo nkofo school fees kura
enie
na 4,000 pounds yetimi tia nkofo bebre school fees wo Ghana
okay we oti comfort obi yire oti comfort say we dependent on dependent of Frank Kofi Pinto ye na ye twa ticket na ma 34,000 so ena wo ho no do nyina Porsche ne baba ko ono so 36,000 so
nse we ye tua dada
oh ye tua omo passport unit etitare ho
nse say no de scholarship no de
because you see calculations no okay to say obi de 34,000 no it mitia KNC school fees
enkwada be 150 credit
na wo hwe we na me hu ya eno na me hu ya na me bu afu we ye obi a ya man scholarship
o say
wakwa kosua de na wie ai wo se nka ya bonde na wo so obaba to Ghana be sum Ghana ono no I apply for letter of no objection ama ya man no objection letter
no objection nature say
wo sua de awie e wo so obesum Ghana no wo se wo ma obesum broni to obeka UK ho
na wo waja na say ma
enti o ma consent say ka ho emesum Ghana no mu ka say onka ho kra nwie no onu asanya akukoduro ama secretariat no say tua visa processing fee
ode kwan
ode je ne graduate route visa atena UK ho no ye secretariat na say tua ma wono ne ma nana Jantuah sanse munu wei ye ka kire hwan se Ghana aban sponsor se kosua de wo sua de na wie no o se onfa nim de ne mesom Ghana na emu de besum broni secretariat no say okay tena ho na ne visa processing na fee no okotua san de age visa tena UK ho no secretariat no asa tua sa sika na ma ne ma
wow
any graduate route visa application fees for student dependent in the person of Nana Kwame Osebunsu neba 37,000
na usika o
akwala na yini akwala na passport yini
what is sports here no we train for waba bako waba
so per residence permit
enti say tia hu scam on ne ma ne kunu how
eni age atum
eni Nana Jantuah eni akwala na yini da ho no eni edoso ye time aso
say we yo mu there because in some
mama ka sem chiro nana
can it tobo can say
you know me too well
now we just ko bi nko 19,000 pounds na
mama ma news
15,000 ebi wo betimi atua na wo so ye MP na wo ntimi ntua wo ye minister wo ntimi ntua ye betimi atua
minister wo ye needy minister ye needy e wo kromu awe minister ye needy wo kromu ha
di na scholarship
for the needy no minister ye needy
akwa we nko a din die wo de we are sending mommy yeah the better when we now ko give MP
now we a minister correct we be MP asay minister we need I say the Ghana scholarship now
mutimi nye sika MPs mutimi nye sika etua bribe ma delegates. You are telling me say who nye sika nkoye wo PhD in energy petroleum and mineral o de ne di no ma me fan to
na Jantuah now busa say there na me ya found you say Richard Osuba no say chiwo mo
because mo can say ya na yeah
last week TMN last week bia na be chiwo mo
sir
last week bia na ebe chi nipa miensa in relation to this
we know
yes but the entire man farmer news is because they are civil servants.
Okay.
So what I say, they are civil servants.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put them out there. And the investigations no guso. So I want to be eko. So I want to be eko. Obi kura the order from Thursday ekusi Monday.
Eh na wan kan say.
Back with them from Thursday ekusi Monday.
Issue no.
Because e om de omo kom fie. Eko hwe ye nya official document.
Utine kofa KuroYiMuNsem na poso Gabi to Ram the foreigner or the nyina to me the brain Sokoban Fatilo makacho say wakopie nkrampu primante menra commentary fantastic one or the brain may nyina hu Black Stars said ye na hu nsem esiko Black Stars they say mekan enra no nyame ama se nyame amfafia anka wi na nka yeto sa so enhyeda emfa nti management no mu hwe ni yi na ensesan na ese mu hia monye eba mon ye yisi ye rekru ni anim ni amane mu Ghana fo akoma edi team na chipa we ni de ye we ni ba we na nyame ama enye de de be hoahoa ye ho bia nyame ama sa na tie na bibia atumi aye fine right mamemfa eye birthday wishes isronko emanuanu ene eye Ebenezer Ban Chamfo birthday Ebenezer Ban Chamfo abante ahofe we regional minister enuano no we hwe nanimu a omo sepa Dr. Frank Amwako hini enuano no eti dada Alex Bana wazi aba na Dr. Aba na Albert minim ono so aba and of course Solo Ediso na afi Ebenezer Ban Chamfo so etoso na omo aka no so di ekire nti ebene happy birthday to you nyame shawa woda no so na wonya wokese pa ma nkwatentia ahoɔden wom na bibia enko yie mfama pa bro na migiri se afiwe no ne aka kire bia no emu nhira no twedi ampomba se yadom ɔde ni nyina ebedom wo pa ma na yeye right PRO for GRNM Asante Mampon Solomon Nati ene esu your birthday Solomon Nati oye PRO de ma GRNM Asante Mampon branch no happy birthday to you Solomon Nati nyaminsha na onya okese another one to Kate oboase akaporiso ene your birthday Kate happy birthday to you nyame insha wa woda no so na onya okese Emmanuel Amankwa dodo na afre wakwasi oye businessman ewo Kantamanto Accra nyaminsha na onya okese ene ye wa woda na awoda ni munhira ka bia na okropon ba se yadom onfa ni nyina enfa nomo insurance 04.5 Kennedy digital satellite makacho se wo penoma eye papa na ebe chenso di ama wo dia ne bo nso eda fem fofofo madam fu bi fofo lele eda fem ye Kennedy digital satellite asuye hwa na wonsa be kan bra good morning
mini hokwa
ibi aboko de
nyame ado ne mpa papa na se bi efuru na no pe wa mi efuru be kadem
no great eti asia na nadum right bra Kennedy ho de de
nyame ado da ta no pe wotie
o se me chia no pa
mate pa me kwa meta ni kra ma me so sa no pe wotie on course ono o mix it say issue FM morning show so o mix it Debbie he doesn't mix it he doesn't mix it into what na you so ennem
mate se mo shops ni nyina ya na mo tune pa nyame nham
at any point in time
na na the idea na yehwe
see me uni mame mo oba so
right
I have been to studios a lot of studios okay me name studio me ngrai
same
yeah but mame nka se me rura ha no mani age sure mo ya di nyame nham because this is standard we did ultra modern
because me
and then me heard me in the calculation and in the color combination and stuff.
As a wire.
We a well calculated studio.
We a glass.
I for CEO manager.
We a glass.
We glass and co. Now they do we are so never manage broso.
Wow.
Me go with TV motor Kennedy say and the bohon.
Sure. Any idea boy.
TV motor Kennedy and the ball.
Sure.
Now where the positioning of the television now where the screen and the color brightness of the television say TV papa. And as some aboma them have bright you.
Sure.
Now the other day bro so they say well condition musabe ton Kennedy and also the bohon.
Wow.
Yankopon share FM.
Yeah.
On say ama studio how team say wo be papa.
Kennedy.
Na nyesa mo preke number toy if say Kennedy die no and the papa. Yeah, no boss side day. From
Kennedy
digital satellite. Sina ya misha mo pa. From top to down be away involving this activities we Yankopon share. And on permit Mr. Kennedy Champon. Me ankasa me boss the CEO of Kennedy Digital Satellite. Papa what hosa was say TV mo na from. Now when him said there then he said there said be shim say air condition 1.5 horsepower nyame adom ya sa tebone so kwanu me do fie no na me heard throughout the day we are air boni we ma hia na me say eh then we are say no to da na bibi ho because abrabo aye kwa aye bay enima we abeka ho yetimi nyi fiminia ye beka se betimi ye fima na ye boa. Now director when you may cause the ozone layer need the system and then when you man was Debbie yema air condition ne bono air phone the organ say Kennedy digital seller show on the air condition bofu or say yensa ma air condition bon emra from biem senior beya obia betumi atobie
yeah
papa je be obia yakupon show ko ji nipa ho or say there be TV no yensan ma ne bo no sambara fom biem yensan tv ne so said ye be yo bia betumi atobie we bu say na ba bia papa o kasa free dey ensam no person okay me say me kasa Kennedy digital satellite bia ya tonton home appliance the whole Ghana wo say ba bia o pa o be na tv ane bo fo papa e Kennedy hwe the whole Ghana baby o say wu a o pe air condition ya e papa ne bo no e sa tafoma e Kennedy hwe
yeah
ano pe wonu say sorry obi adwindwin nyina ne say e koye obefa so obenye deep freezer wo de be ton ni nsuo wo de be ni cold store wo de be ton drinks wo de be ton niam bi keke ho no so betimi enye sika de abo no ho bra no enna pe na adwindwin so be deep freezer na de ye ne say enye sem ko nya bi anka wo mpe ko nya bi anka wo pe wo ko bebi bebrebe o habo na ni sika entimi to deep freezer na esi ho no
yeah
o habo na ni sika na air conditioner 1.5 horsepower 2.0 horsepower 2.5 horsepower assault to ahodo no ni sika na ekro no wontimi fanto 32 television o when sika na ekura no na wontumi fanto na de nteme chese me nyina ne se eyese nti na Kennedy digital satellite ye baaye say adwendwe a wonamu o haw ne amane a wonamu ya ne nyina eye home appliances no ano pay se kokoma to yim de nti Kennedy digital satellite ye baaye pa ne se yese usika keto na ekura na wo ko ba bia wontumi fanto TV no fabra Kennedy afse efri se Ura Kennedy digital satellite 32 television and 1099 Ghana cedi per. Hey for na bi. Unya bi obabi bia. Ade se Kennedy ahwe. Etire bia me kasa se am say Kennedy digital satellite home appliance papa. De ne de ne bofu ni nyina ne fie ho. Nti obi antumi okumase ya. Obi antumi ogana. Obi antumi Kennedy digital satellite. E prise ya sete na ye ba se be me TV se boye fo. You must say my TV's boy full, you my fridges boy full, you my air condition boy full, you my gas cooker with oven, you no so you my boy full. Yes, you my washing machine, the only see with your man, no boy full.
Yeah.
If you say Busu be make us say, if you be on you rather man. Me roll me shirt, no roll me try, no roll me socks. Na me one in Kromu Costco and cross school uniform, vest room, shirt room, under one room. Obe one ma when you your boots of when you one day you go and do basket man. Na ye ma. Problem about it's in man 2 days in pa. A coin of Obano, or so be senior man. Kennedy digital satellite you say washing machine is ya no more drinking in ya de bi ba ya so ye hono ma ya tete bono so ma ne bono ya fu obi si no mo telephone number na yes me pato teme bia obi ano ene ma na ye tonton ni nyina ebi wo hono ma prices no ya tete so and I mean remain you say was Kennedy the Asampa now bo Asampa now bo Kennedy the guitar seller then some papa number and some papa man you see TV and the boy for your feel will be so per 32 inches television will be so per 43 inches television will be so per 50 inches Kennedy you see at this Kennedy you see a map one about from Kennedy you see at the table on the so for telephone numbers no numbers is 0244 385 128 0244 385 128 Vodafone is 020 765 3031 020 765 3031 your number is region na de dena e bia me kasa na me hoho me ne se obi se tane tu ne boofo ampa ne boofo pa o Kennedy afie obi se 43 inch television ne boofo ampa ne boofo obi se air condition ne boofo ampa ne boayefo na body re to TV so se na bo ne yesense me pa to air condition 1.5 horsepower no baby awo bia no tie bo na me di tudwa no 2900 cedis per 29000 per 2,900 Ghana cedi per 1.5 horsepower air condition no e bonam de tudwa no obi se na tare tu ni boy say me pa cho 1099 Ghana cedi per 1099 Ghana cedi per obi su bu say me say 43 inches television TV 43 no me pa cho ne bo ne say me pa cho 43 inches television e bo no e 2399 nearly 3000 Ghana cedi nearly 3000 Ghana cedi Mr. Kennedy Shebo so say yama bone mrafom yenti bone so say nyame adom 43 inches television ura Kennedy afia e 2399 Ghana cedi ye shine bone so fabrika tentebra to America baby awo bia anybody na opepe obi se ni dey TV bra Kennedy afia wati obi so pe fridge ato obi se media come pe fridge tenten obi so pe tabletop obi so pe tabletop do bodo obi se media come pe dey wapa no dey freezer no so na fridge no fom obi se come pe dey fridge no fom na freezer no so ni nyina bi o Kennedy afia na dey den se ya table ni nyina so say hu am born boy fo baby obi abra right ya bere ya be nche be so djuma de so na me kan form or say Kennedy satellite upe fridge ato upe air conditioner ato upe kettle ato upe iron ato upe deep freezer ato upe ceiling fan ato upe standing fan ato upe stabilizer ato upe deep freezer pop media kwa djuma upe display fridge me ma bi wo say fridge na esi wona nyema ni kuma wo se de ahye ne ma na fefefe enu na media mi gire boduku enu ne boy yesemi pato na Kennedy ahye ya tete bon so ma ne bon ayefo bra Tobi Katante number na me di tudare no bi so Kennedy aye wadum edum finfin family plaza built in the first floor from Sanabra and California do money chire wager old barrier kokoro bi tejansi traffic lights per Frabosano Mr. Bra udi odu on ma traffic lights per we send for so Kennedy ho no bi si na dima ben ye be ya e benya sika dia beto toniema we bi senti na Kennedy digital seller ye di fufu pounding machine business ye dia ba no right e ya sort ye di machine ba ye say be to bi fesu fie ni wo fufu pounding machine no ya te bone so Kennedy die na papa ye ne ye kofare ba fufu pounding machine ti bone fo e say ye papa to bi ne fa we no problem Kennedy ye de meko machine bi aba ye de bro machine bi aba ye de pop machine bi aba e wo Kennedy afse wo no ma ya tete so ma ne bone say fufu la fo ye bere ya be ye be so nemo me so be so ne di nkita hudie bia number be di tu dwan fresi because ye be so dwuma di so nkita hudie bia obi so ya ba dwuma ni me so ya ba dwuma ni usika for controller and accountant department per telephone number no obi ba Kennedy afse nemo mo ba udu payslip no Ghana card for the ba adie bia o pe bia ne dem ko fie ya tete ni kakanka ko bi so pe TV smart ni ye bi ho ye be ba na tete ni kakanka na ko ti o 5 good years fana man is say obre so dwuma di so number se ne ye 0244 385 128 0244 385 128 and 020 765 3031 020 765 3031 no bi busa se na me pebie tu okoton no so e mesraw ye na e betu okoton no o petere tu ni bia 1099 Ghana cedi e be sa to so se be ko bia no ye na mani nyina o betu okoton a ye sa to bo so ti wo ye tu ni mani nyina ton no ye mra Kennedy digital seller patase ya wadom house Kenny Junction travel center ko enkrafo nyine ko voyager old barrier kokuro bi Junction travel and pay me so we say the vasco do and enkran so your voyager old barrier kokuro bi Junction adum family plaza building no na me say tie say home appliance e ho adu bo bi atirima e for odi mirikatento e ko to de e papa na ne bo fo na so e fa no Kennedy digital salamina mi shop
da CP Kennedy digital satellite ho asem a enyin na what no bomode ne konoma efo na ye papa no ho a na obenya atumi ato ensem pinu ana wa no pay enkomo no edoso onim se Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia obebonto na watwi mu ewa Asante Mantemu ho nsensem no adien na ho nsem no ekro ni nyina no eye enkomodie anopei galamse ho nsensem oman baabi a yigina nso wo bambo ho nsem no sɛdeɛ no masi kɔ no sɛn ɛne adwendwen ho ɛde afa ni nyina no nso ɛbɛyɛ nkomodie a kyɛse yɛbɛdi mu nkomo pii MPP amanyuku ɛsei 4 million Ghana cedis almost development levy a wo de form so kwa so person wo bedi mampani ejina MPP anam dia flag bearership yi no eso tua 4 million Ghana cedis kane no 40 billion ansana yetumi amoakwanya wanya ye yi na wo ko file no kra no 40 million na hu nsensem no yese yebema bebre no antumi nko party democracy manfo raise concerns nkomo pi no a ewo ho teacherfo teachers and educational workers union etewufo no wono mo kire se strike no womo de behhehye so September 19 se bia aban anye wono condition of service hu dwuma wono be ko strike na anu yi hu se anesefo no kan womo de no se de na manfo twabo womo yi yenhwe de we so bekoy yenhwe de bekoy na Ghana se say America se enoma na se emwa wo mode boaye no ye ka ye de a yentumi ntuatua bi enti no they say no anhwa 2026 ye nya bibia mfiri ho foreign assistance bi anu beba na ehon nsem no so akoye buburuja abronye edisi eye bono dwemtreni de ma NPP amanyuku no bono regional chairman ade se police for action na chi o mache abronye ni nyina no utieti mu a kire se ensem bi a wakeka empenifo susu se ese wono mutumi gimu nchiremu a ebi nso nhyeda ense emfata na abronye na nkasa kora dika aka se wo mamu onye secured na ni security hu nsensem ti wo siki political asylum hu nsensem bebre na abeba na IGP a enkasa ye bi a okasa ya manfo susu se da bi entwe ye wakasa ti IGP na sasa mo kan kakra no enie
tete ye onu kwasi ampanyini no ko abetimi ana wontimi ye bisao mo atiefo na mo njaji se me ana me koka se NDC MPB se ka me ko tu no ba bi ogina na ka ne konti Swansea ye be ko by election enka tete ye onu kwasi ampanyini no ko abetimi ana wontimi
right kakra bi ni ebre no nti abronye no na ote ne kasa ewo eye sa ensemu ni mu se IGP tete yohunu na ya abronye kotine du atenten so na se uja wonan a etre yemfansi ho ye ni dwa kakra Absa agency banking no eno so aba ti adwuma mreni se bia wo shop bi ana wo office bi kura wo kurum a wo hwa space wo ho betumi aye agent dia ma Absa dia akwanya ba ma wo se Absa agency banking no odo hu wura mu na bibia atumi ko yie pa free 0248 573 293 0248 573 293 Colorlin Plus roofing sheet no bomodena omumfa bi more than why ne che ende enfie bebre ne da so bodan so enliki nya hwe nchensen papa no DBS Industries Limited ene omde Colorlin Plus no e de aba papa ntito bi for 0240 844 444 0240 844 444 ofra wono ebeje so na afi wo mama nchensen papa ne bi de abodan so o ma 20 years warranty wono je wo mu ade edinti onfie bebre ene wo de ma wo se ho toche makra no ombeboa wa ase edi hu dwumade ama de na so wo hu se ade no beche the amount nti bomodin na hwe mo ewo enkran Spinters Road DBS one more edan ni mu a fe papaya restaurant in Chehwa 0543 286 637 0543 286 637 Kumasi so from ewo 0506 004141 0506 004141 Takrade from 0506 004242 0506 004242 DBS Industries. We are your truly we are truly your roof expert. And you know roof no the obeboso dia wo mo a na expert on bebo apa Asante Achim Rural Bank P self no no mo dia bai Mr. Obomode na nsan ka bi na besia ensimu no wo fam afensu guarantee sem bi anim commitment fee bi anim Asante Achim Rural Bank na de be ma ban adwumafo no ofa pay slip wa na akoje branches na bu Dansa Asante Achim North Agogo kono ngudwa so ofo ase odumase ayiduase afo nkwanta Roman Hill ubehu omo mo ye kueku na ope besia o betu susu kakra so a eni nyina ato a emretia bi no o ma besia ti besia bi a wope bi ade adi dwuma ne defo ni chemu Asante Achim Rural Bank 0501 333461 0501 333461 Asante Achim Rural Bank where money grows. Garden City University Maminka will say MSc Cyber Security in digital forensics no a 1 year postgraduate program Master of Public Health MSc Midwifery MPhil Nursing you know my design a kama I will be suya ye pana no my tumia konkan undergraduate programs be for business a Bachelor of Business Administration options in management marketing accounting banking and finance human resource management and procurement and supply chain management ni nyina one more offer at the amount. Now undergraduate programs will apply sciences, your BSc computer science, BSc information technology, BSc environmental science, your health sciences, BTC physician assistantship studies, option in oral health, your dental therapy, BSc medical laboratory technology, and a diploma in medical laboratory technology. Diploma programs in a Dawson. For Nishimo Garden City University, admissions Nugusua Ekosu Kenya Sikumasi and 0596 917 218 0596 917-218. Garden City University, developing the next generation of innovators. Kaise Peske Diabrucha Bagana. Yadie be ne how akuma yadie anasichire yadie. Yadie bi how bia fo ani chimo prostate ho how afi cholesterol na akosro enemu yadie ho akowura to kroboni mu makofa how dia brewa. Peske be di wakegine mu pa wono be hwe kama ma bibia e kama. Mo amowo asthma, stroke na achiu bibia how bia fo ani chimo Peske. Kumasi branch no ewo Bantima Obenji runabout Medilab Chiwa Enkran La Pass Nyameche Junction Obengana Water Company Fre Sisia baby a will be ade fre branches no edo susunyane bibia ni sefriyo so takrade nyina omo 0557 738 555 0557 738 555 Best Brain Publications ena yedi books papa edi aba etu nim se empanifo adwumaku a wono mo rehwe se nwoma eye papa a disuafo de besua de no wono begye atum no womo agye atum ma bodin krata akra wo ho se books yi eye papa timisro Best Brain Publication education public firm wono mo eboa pa nti e ba se eye books creativity and imagination student leadership citizenship critical thinking any problem solving digital literacy collaboration na fe communication on books ni nyina ye papa ayaje atumu 0507 200 200 0507 200 200 Best Brain no tomorrow education today Koja Farmer edi Koja Pro Code naba utine power na se pepun na hawa ni nyina no uhia bi na etumi aboa wo Koja Charcoal toothpaste ye di twitwi ese ye fita kama na enya ahoden so hu na ye wo Koja regular fluoride toothpaste no eno nso kummu awe wo sen na sen amasen no etumi agina ache Koja P ne F no eno nso masen afemfem no mu kaka ni gina no edu akagina mu bomode na fresh see ya 0244 559597 0244 559597 Koja Farmer Cash Drag Lane Accra Central Market kai say absa abapa account no ene wu bia akwanya wum say ubetumi anya free GH link card and afi loan up to 50,000 Ghana cedis umpe we na pede absa abapa account no bi CC na interest no so da fam Your story matters with APSA. Alaska Star Enterprise. But Alaska see decoration be a ukuyibia decoration ho no man de ono ane blind curtains, wallpapers, echo panel, bear spread, modern TV stands, ni TV backlights ni nyina will be. Bear side lamps, sofa covers, decorative watches, artificial grasses ni nyina wono mo e will be a ukupebia ebebo aye pa wo de so na papa. P foams ni nyina. Kumasi Yadum Prudential Plaza, first floor Mrs. Anoche Plaza, and Cryes Circle Tiptoe Lane to do MTTD office no entry anymore 0256 330075 0256 330075. Kaise Rush Energy Drink. Stay active and energized. Your ginseng womb. So ginseng papa na vitamins in room so come up high Mr. Rush Energy Drink. Stay active and energized. Ghana Grows a Juma Fia Debia the brochure and so say Mastercard Foundation and the Springboard Roadshow Foundation and now one more so Jumedia Yasna. If you Debia 7:20 a.m. Not ye can't want some show. A Numa bu or Memu, I won't shut down for a new ye. You will Numa be brave or Honoma and San Numa. I bebuau. A Numa be so a while. About dear, actually, or the amount you be when you are going to be to me, and your scale to or talent, no, turning into skills. None no many to me from my own. A Juma debut or now in star 718 star 50 hash star 718 star 50 hash. Now the one Ghana Grows a Jumum, maybe be to me, Akoso, Pabit me a phrase 0308 255 775. Blueprint DNA. Semenkai will say, Abofrano, Wawuno, Wan Casano, Oba no re no sha asenya Oba. Oba wonyim ne nim ne ba papa. So Oba bia nim ne ba papa. It is ofin say ade no hwa akwayi aso ne ne hwene ne ade say de no masi fa no enhye da nya Oba. Blueprint is wo ba hwehwe mu de ama wo. Afin so kra ne duru ba bia abusua bi wo mo genetics no. Yade ahodo no wo how bi wom ne ade blueprint. Etumi eyesa nhwehwemu no ema otumi hu abusua na nkasa kra so how a edem ma bibia koso pa 0547 113 957 0547 113 957. Gesa Properties Agency ene wo pedan ato nsase ato ejapade bia wo pato anade wo nso apeso oton no. Gesa Properties Agency wono beton ama kwanso nkoso kra no anse ho nkrata asem bibia dadi wono behwe no aton de ama hwehwe mo adakogya ache okwa Asante Kotoko training field ne so ansa benkum so pe osanso won kran sunwane brekum do ma henkro 0541 135 464 0541 135 464 ofra Gesa Properties Agency obejo so na afi bibia etumi akoye pa de amount na kaise ene Flora tissues no an ye use Flora Joy, Flora Smile, Flora Giant, Flora Kits eno ene ye use Flora Kits no ma ba no ho ne to echika ho na chese ho aye dry ne de be phobia on say diapers ni bi wo ho no ma wo de ya na aye bibia wo eno enchinsu na akola itu afọ obe house anadwo a bra be pa adwuma ye no obehu na abofrei ne life nyina ye sa be kunyo no ne to na afọ the Flora Kiss na bibia anya fine pa. Thank you for making us number one. Bonva stores ene wo mo nhye egu akwa nti amani papi no atu kwan kwa ma no ne bi koye adwuma bi ko school bi kura koye wo internship ne ade a visa application wo mo na hwe no wo ma ye bibia de amount. Eti Bonva store hwehwe mo sisi a ewo Ayija Kumase Victory Baptist Church na chi hwa Odotobri Rural Bank no na chi pe na wono mo ebutuo 20th September nso wo mo de manfo ekọ eye fie Mamonki Sanctuary ho yekobono so na yakohwe ni so ade Kintampo Waterfall so ne ade nyina ebesa nso adi agropi just 500 Ghana cedis pe ko relax we ni nyina therapy environment no kra no a okoye yinimu anije no create me relieve stress ma eti Bonva store edwumadie no September 20th na eba so on Saturday 500 Ghana cedis rate no no de okobo no wako akohwe ani so ade kai se enei enhyehyɛ egu akwa mu nyina ne se adwuma aba na adwuma no nso hyehyɛ wo ho udim computer mu adwatonde hu dawuro wi ade pa afei nso kra wa nso kasa aye obi wa ne kasa anye ofa no obegu adwuma no okasa anya ma yemfa wo yo bi a otu anim ni nipa kasa kama bibia koyie mpe se bi a ne ni ma chinchin no amunamu na saa adwuma ba ye ne hia nipa nkitahudie enti wo ye good wa na wo HND marketing ana degree a bomode ne fa CV e bra Nhyira Love FM front desk na nyame ya adom bia na wo nso akwanya ba ma na wo nsa aka adwuma na kwadwo Jantuah enche obeba betena se midi de Barima Kofi Dawson utimi frame ya kokoa ye ba sisi ya na afi na kwadwo Jantuah e betena se ECG se omo de eye omo e propose senka PURC ni ade ma won kwan na about 200 over 200% increment yentumi yesremu yentumi yetu akra ni yehunu so yentumi ntua ade
wa manfo fi
good news
yenya letters a
oje good morning
nana
ohoye
nyame adom na so
ya ohoye kakra as I say wo abem nti eden ya kakra be fa ho but ye bende we na ekoso na pinche na bende what do you think?
My position on some of these things I believe say time has soon and nothing the last been about programs and I said I'm not against small scale mining. The problem has been with how ebimu come without license, without any regulation, no mako sense ase. Nanum nyina na de omumoja konje Ghana asase to omaye.
Right.
Enti say agudie bi wum na ye nyina ebenya so mfaso a was said the people of Ghana so enya the right over it.
Yeah.
But Ghana for na ye pay right over it no ye ni abotre. Obia tam ne kra no akwa kogina baabi o se ha na gold no no wa ye ne basa na o say so na effect so batima mu for kro na so.
Right. So
last time I met a couple of them and I was telling them say look as simple as ABC I had to say the more National Media Commission me believe that the approach to solving this matter should not be a total ban or suspension on all my mining activities no because your Crawford almost also boka top machines mutu agudie na they reclaim the lands
right
didn't ko bia fu didn't ko nsu bia mu so the approach should rather be say why you be boura o site or boom rasu saying su uni license uni documentation on adiana o ye no or ye unregulated yempamo but ye ba akukwa site na sa akukwa yen bibia within the remit of the law on saying su on say a fool on ye bibia otu amna o kata so or yen bibia kama abra any effect bia wo yeah sitting then akukwa should be allowed to mine. It serves as a good example say the ono abetena fia fe de komode no na ka emene no obo say me koto bulldozer no na fe mitu na me kata so na menya masum bia ya adwuma de a why not comply with the law?
Right.
Then we are all safe. But olampi omu nyina bom dia then there is a difficulty because the oil right in wapam no the oil wrong thing wapam no then it becomes a problem meaning so what you say it is a media National Media Commission made them example. Your station almost sorry inside tribal sentiments. Your station almost sorry attempt. So ultimately can because of stations be ADD attempt, you close it down all media houses. Nhyira FM na juma decently. So you allow Nhyira to work. Then it serves as an example. Say if you work within the law, you have your peace of mind to work.
Right.
Meaning say what you say. So in that light, but I insist say yentimi na ema brofo mefa ye forma gudiem ko at the detriment of the citizens.
Right.
Na yewia yasan akose yesre omomuma ye loans, yesre omomuma ye grant. No mo de nsese asan beto say oba ne oba nana wa amakwan dia ene mema no. What you say? That is my simple position on it.
All right. Now, Yembra Wasway, they say a question, then a coso, a scholarship secretariat. Mismanagement and saying, Obisia very transparent. Obia co-interview. Kama mentis Obia Kase and Amitia at the Mudibi and Sana. Obia for system Nimu. A cousin.
Enti said ya nano me ba me bowa maneno. Yebeya santimantemu Yakobuno, Yako a couple of the regions this week. Yeah, starting Eastern region, yeah, starting Central, Upper West, any other regions. No, me know because teams no grounds are omo edibibia go akwama me nim say by this time be about saying ekobo 9 until me sure say interviews are starting other regions na bibia ekoso. Yeah, hwe ni mu say nche, yeah betie ense free interviews no na afi yeah selection we selection na then you best start your payment largely no bibia koso kama yente pinchen me sansi su bi wa say Ghana Scholarship Secretariat yenje application fee and yenye sika bia. I've said it time without number. Enti mo amosori amoba me inbox mu ena obi a create page bi wa waje usika me kan o TV so me kan o radio so the moment obi be ka to scam you should know it's a scam. And now go there now you don't come back to me
right.
I've said this time without number. Say yenji sika yenji application fee yenji fee it is free. It is a obi ebe chato no ka say tua bibia that in itself should tell you say nipa ne person was scamming.
Okay,
meaning say what is yenji sika don't go and pay the money and come back and complain. Misremo.
Right.
Okay.
Mate. Now, bibi wo ho apese ehumahun krata bebreze o chen kwaku ba ko.
Easy.
En krata be no.
You see nana okaya.
Konfo manya scholarship ana.
There be men komodi amedi kan no obedi ye no. Na ya about me buy ne de me beto so.
Right.
Na eka de bubruja onim.
Na kelantu akra be.
Kelantu nyina ba mu na nse unhu se na US ne UK for twen abo so me no cause only last 2 weeks was the last week crowd. A student back who got deported from UK. US for mitua ye payment and by payment we na UK VI for say too late.
Oh,
inti waba but the school no better issue cash for from and reapply for visa now.
Okay.
But me person who say mo ayedin we mistake to be a deported student and then yes sika no so sebe me this year a car UK nko 1 billion Ghana cedis, but my budget I mean for the entire year was 174 million cedis and do 200 impo. And one I made share scholarship beneficiaries say we are fana nyina
enya possible impo.
Enya what yes and one I made share Algeria, Morocco, Serbia, India, China, France, Germany, everyone by year free. In Sweden crowd be so much some person deporting and a business for out. You get it. And local scholarships in Ankasa UK, US, Canada, and one Kakrana me boss and one I was used to solve all these problems. Right. Very challenging. But me will say year on year so some. A buying a budgeter, my allocation to scholarship secretariat. The question is, Sikana na bas scholarship secretariat afibian how come say afibia a budget? We are supposed to work within the budget, but all of a sudden no Sikana ya hu kwan ya fa so ya said that use Sikana, but beneficiary so de ka I came in secretariat na ma yedin say ewo amanone ena me yes say sadia there should be an audit.
Okay.
And the just the first phase of the audit. Audit no into Adebia Mihu say the former registrar created a friend short courses to UK.
Okay. Short courses.
Now interestingly no, so short courses no money company be a friend Crown Agents UK na ye no. And they neka.
Okay.
And no the kaba ku kra na ho. One city cry nika wo ho.
There are short courses.
Short courses and they ya nika wo ho da. But the aka nyina de ka to hwa say majority and I say a chunk of the budget na eba nyina ye push ko UK but na enko regular scholarship beneficiaries in ho but it was being channeled through this program
in the name of short courses.
Ewiase afa na nyina ma menkyere wade bi ye frɛ bibi there was scholarship regimes but scholarship you are allow ma utimi do dependent joining.
All right.
But the dependent policy largely depends on the immigration policy of the country. It has nothing to do with Aban. Because Aban has a state agency. So, for instance, if you UK for no more immigration policy allows say if you are on scholarship now with UK, what me invite and how to me invite Oba and how to me invite on condition say usika semi ye usu betimi accommodate o man bi ti say Canada omo allow o man bi ti say US omo allow meaning say Trump buy na wasakra
Trump was a son you
and I was a media but I know of Canada, I know of UK,
right?
But me akra me busu ani me ma me last born ni kunu nya scholarship and can government, but they Commonwealth. And no the bear fan mema make it one call UK.
Right.
The expenditure now the expenses that comes with inviting with dependents has nothing to do with government.
And you are buying it.
And you are buying means what you say.
So who the end is when your scholarship in so also kofu obusen for nya ban headache.
Then a ban headache.
Right.
Una nana kwadwo Jantuah who wenya scholarship.
Right.
And wako tena bruche bia akoye PhD 4 years 5 years. And I feel say awo ho enti ube hia wo yire. Ho kanfo na awon ba bebra wahye so kakra na wo de akulu weda no.
Enya ban issue.
Then I was say aban mum ene ebe bo wo yire ho ka say nana kwadwo Jantuah esua de na disua na wo sua no ti me pese o se awon ye too much nti me bo ho ka na akọ join nana kwadwo Jantuah na opensiso a waboa na manasiso. How is that government business?
And the work committee e chese obi ye bia na.
The akoso was secretariat one say. Ye ma wo nana kwadwo Jantuah scholarship one. Na ya fa wo yire. Na ya fa wo ma. Na ya ye omo as dependents. Enya dependents no kura na ya wo. Oyire ne wo ma no. Omo visa processing ni fees e charge nyina secretariat ni na etua. Omo air ticket nyina no secretariat ni na etua. Na on top of that na ya sans wo twa stipend payment ay obi mu friend allowance. Say e be say tua allowance dia ma wo.
Hey. Dia na ekoso.
Nana kwadwo Jantuah. Mama ma example. Classical one. Ohun document we me de bema wa kan but o pekra na start kan free we confirm no but on say score set document
okay score sec okay scholarship secretary to whom it may be concerned the consular UK visa and immigration home office DSM madam sponsorship letter Peter Mensah in about 1986 na say time I won Ghanaian passport number blah 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 gifty Efia or Mensah.
Ode kanko nana Jantuah kanko.
All right. We confirm that Peter Mensah has been awarded a financial scholarship by Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to study LLM law at the Brunel University, London, United Kingdom, which commenced on January 2022. The scholarship covers Peter Mensah and his dependent listed above, and it covers all students' tuition fees of 17,875 and living expenses of 16,008 per annum. It also covers his dependents, Gifty Efia or Mensah spouse, living expenses of 8,160 thousand pounds, 8,160 pounds. Invoices and finance.
Okay, signed by who?
Kingsley Ajiman, Registrar of Scholarship.
Nana Jantuah. Oh, the name this can. After Mammy Trum, Peter Mensah no. Gift your worry. I no yet deputy
National Service
director or National Service and I said who bass me.
Yeah.
Onuni kunu and your friend Peter Mensah.
Okay.
Now the mere fact say Peter Mensah has been awarded scholarship. So on conclusion LLM will Brunel Nintino. Yes, scholarship secretary the Abansika. Sans was sponsor na yire gift to a worry. Unim no. Yeah, the Sansikano SS sponsor which is 8,160 pounds. Convert the money.
8,000
Peter Mensah tukwa kusunya de. Na e wo say na yire gifty or worry Mensah join and said they be awarding or betumi ase so. How?
Nti aban na echianika.
Na da wo hu ye, wo ma ya committee secretariat ni say ye betua 8,000 pounds as a man gifty or worry because or kan kunu ne nako. Ni kunu na nya scholarship.
Date na ye date.
2022.
That's not pounds ni ye be say.
How?
Really?
And memos in account. What they na maybe memos for approval of the money to be paid. Here.
Gives you Owari Peter Owari Mensah.
Peter Mensah. Omu ticketing. Omu ticket cry scholarship secretariat in a toy.
Really?
Figures in a 48,000.
700.
Yes, 48,000.
Apart from say all qua. yebema no say stipend no
yes they take it crow they joining the kunu no scholarship secretariat ni tuai boni be na scholarship secretariat aye na students ankasa te ho yentua mu tuition yentua mu stipend na omo threatening demonstration but yasoa obi ni na busuafo te say de American lottery program.
Wow.
Where just a tip of it.
So the preamble and they say and yes son was a secretary and
there be how is that the business if I realizing we fan awo nana Jantuah o ye lecturer o apply for scholarship ye catch us say o yire ye be say tuas allowance ama yire because ye hu su bi da because ukosua enwuma be di president of Ghana ha kran ka ye be man sa privilege no
nti won pese wo yire na obusu ni kwa ye wona be boss
that is your business. Meaning say nana what masia that is your business. How is that the business of the secretariat? Okay, nana Jantuah gift your worry dey say ketua bi in some of the cases ebi wo ho a senka obi ne yere kura ba akopɛ na ekwa senka nya yawo ebi mu wo ho a nana Jantuah omo ne omo yire ene omo ma ebi wa nipa be 4 ebi wa nipa be 5 odwene ho a onti ase hwɛ nana Jantuah we okay visa application na 10 years visa me one no okoye short course for 2 weeks o
mbajo fabrami
enie
obua mamenkin kamadi
enie
mamenkin kamadi
gift allowance no your boy na 128,000
hey
as of that time na pound is
128,000 1.2 billion OCDs
yeah the man
adanya ni kunanya scholarship
sapra na pounds is
16 cities.
What you say?
Na dollar na 11 as of that time.
Enti what have ba akoko ma menchire mu ye.
Enti say
1.2 billion OCDs.
And the man no.
Yeah the man adan a.
Onko ka ni kunu.
Ni kunu na nya scholarship. Enti Ghana ban ehu ni kunu ni so bi da. Enti gift your worry ye be ma wo so 128,000. Na ya say take it ama we ni kunu nko na awode no a waboa na ma na hye so. What be that?
But that time in Anna, where you know from so one scholarship secretariat Eduma na gifty.
National service. Why government appointee?
National service.
Why government appointee?
National
government appointee.
Mamembraha. Me who ba could be Mr. Daniel Mensah. Short course UK visa application for 10 years.
For 10 years. Program here 2 weeks.
The Nana Jantuah the soca to one man so far so good. Enra and Nyameya Dum Emma ye lanche ye studio unse balloons in Yana Wawai. Yaminsha will be as or support ye guso kakra. Na ene die ye pese ye ka na yato adwumadi ni so nyoma ba kumienu bi. And when we monitor BB every United States of America. Na Vice President your friend Vance and na umo kasi say World War III no say entokwano first no na etuo ni na sefo na kam ne bomb but say no bibia esi wo wiem nti wutimi capture ewiemu de na de aka no simple wo de ane se wo be capture ewiem se wutimi capture ewiemu a ewiemu kire se internet technology AI se wutimi capture de aka nyina simple na ebia unim the Vice President of United States of America or a young guy na onunzo wafa ne boss suban Donald Trump na ya na mekasa ansem we ya aya me pese ohu de ekoso wiase se na be inform me o se wo ye discussions a na eba sa nyoma no nso a se wo fa ho se wo mfa ho ebi bediu efri se me ne wotie ye de internet ne ye bibia me ne wotie se ye twa wo network mu kan na nse ye se ye po ase problem bi ba ye nyina ye network na ye slow ba ye tia na ye kasa no the omugu so e kanie or say you cannot win the battle in the future unless you control the skies. Maybe Bobby bi kakra achrew na wonhu de meke. Bacho JD Vance on ne daso no. Or United States of America for omu vice president. Ena na odesa de we tudwa. Na kai say first no na United States of America omu wo bibia ye friend no omu department is ha ye wo Ministry of Defense no omu defense ministry ni say so ma se din no from Ministry of Defense to a Department of War into omu Department of Defense na ha ye kan Ministry of Defense no say o ma se din na ye Department of War na say Russia for so ama Germany for warning ama UK for warning eka se di omu ye no wan hwe ya omu be trigger nioma bebi ewiase ni duru no se anya mpaibo a ye de ebetimi aye mpaibo efri se di ewiase keka kono wan hwe ya na World War 3 no ekeka no ho abrantie we vice president of United States of America o say bebi ewiase aduru no omu rename omu department no say Department of War yebusan say denti o say bebi awiase aduru no ene bebi a ye kono sa department no hu here Department of War asemu ye bi afi na wo tia ha na ebedi kan kire se de be ye ba obeti ase na eno no musa de beto ho a wo kire se bebi awiase aduru no se wo pese udi nkunim bia na ti se wo control e wo wiem no nso a ye kan eye space ship anase yan kan se ewiem ho it was space office one of mo se wiem e manipulate the wiase eko enti ye do be ko space office ho no se bia unima wan se to bia timi hu wiem na enkofo bi ni nam ewiem wo mo ko wiem no astronaut for no wo mo na wo wiem no ma dane wiem wo mo na hu bebi awiase ko enti wo da wuti wie yase na ate Ghana na hu de wo abrofo no edwene bebre ehwe ekwan a wo mbefa so control ewiem die enti na make sa anyoma we make am hu say time ayeye westi broni no wo westi a wo de kontokwa hunu enu nie bra Facebook na behwe sankofo no for space station na nkasa to wo mame Jeff for space station na nkasa to wo mame
in Shiraya fan
na nkofo hu de eko enti mame mbɔ nkyerɛw na tie bi no ankasa mia na mebo misremu na meka asɛm
and I think an equally visionary move to make sure the Space Force is right where it should be in Huntsville, Alabama. I think Americans ought to appreciate the fact that you can't win the battle of the future unless you control the skies. The cyber security, the communications, the entire infrastructure of the battle in the 21st century will be in space. So it was a visionary move in the first administration for the president to set up Space Force, and I think an equal...
Me say repeat it. Brofo de just 24 seconds message no aha into space station behwe nkofo a omunam wiem into wo telecommunication na wo friend na MTN Vodafone Telecel wo internet no obi na ti wiem sa wiem obi bi ni bia nti wo bi eye wo mu nete wo Russia for wo ho China for wo ho USA for wo ho entity edi amabobo Russia for wo ho China for wo ho USA for ho UK for ho France for ho sankro for no eno mu wiem eno mu control wiase enti be hye oba bia ye de ato so no na onam wiase na otwa wiase enti ono ba bi ogina no timi hu wiase nyina omutimi manipulate omutimi ma weda no kra asesa omutimi ma Evradi Nyankopo yenhu bebi awiase eko.
I think Americans ought to appreciate the fact that you can't win the battle of the future unless you control the skies. The cyber security, the communications, the entire infrastructure of the battle in the 21st century will be in space. So it was a visionary move in the first administration for the president to set up Space Force, and I think an equally visionary move to make sure that Space Force is right where it should be in Huntsville, Alabama.
And today, J.D. Vance, or Vice President of United States of America, can say, and then pray, say, Eka and Tokwa. And they say, "Uwo to me, it was say we mo, say we no ma me dey ato space station no. E che say ye won kofobia. Omo nso e wo wiem a omo to ebi to 1 year, ebi to 6 months. A omo na control the wiase e wo say eko. In the United States of America, we say enemnem 21st century no. Sa person okontokwa a, just say uwo to me was say wiem a me kan space station ho. Una wutimi control bibia. Una atimi kire bebi awiase ekọ una atimi kire se technology we na adru hwe science asem ne yekan yi me kire we ebia Ghana ho bia enka ho asem ebia news eyi no nka ho asem ba me kire wo de ekoso me kire de ekoso mo hu eni nti ye ba Ghana ha na ye de ya adwene ye occupied with politics. Kese ye ho mmobo ebi se de omo ye nyina no ebesa kwa ba yen so bra Facebook ne be he sa de a ye kire wi omo hwe ekwa mefa so control wiase yen betena ha ka se in she raya fan yen betena ha kwa ye te se o ye mompaye but yen ya adwen se Africa Ghana bebi wiase adru na ye dwene nkrofo dwene ekwan ye ombefa so ma omukro aye yie no ekwan ye ombefa so ma omukro aye secured no ye yetia na unnecessary politics ene ye in Shiraya fan unnecessary politics ene edidi e ho atem bebi awiase na duru no China for ni namu they are controlling the airspace. China for no mu ye hwan no mu nya obia eye den no mutimi ye ye kofa China for no mu dia ba ha so mu be galamsey no 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 namdwem e plan ni kuro yie se de be ya e kiri ma e be ye okay ye de etia e na de ne ye NDC ni MPP me bo funyo ma nanse ye koso the way you wasting your time not discussing relevant issues. MPs ni NDC fui MPP for ni NDC fui yen discussing relevant issues. Me who say ye ma share say na agrek e kosen me ti bi ache agrek na no adwura yensam chofo ni bi ko adwura ko ye interview agrek officer ne office kura problem ho ne office problem ho onu amu ebre. Look at the projection again na ye it's here betna wa obi na project show 2030 International Space Station 2030 umkofo project say 2025 5 years time na ye te Ghana ha ne da so ye NDC ni MPP ani enye hwe na ye mano problem aba ye mana ntimi anyini because de yesua enye de ye bewie betimi anya adwuma ye ene hwe nkoda yi na awie suku ye o youth unemployment emranti o mawie suku a omu ni adwuma ye omu titifie emmaba wo mawie a omu pa adwuma ye de bia ye ho na wo pa adwuma ma me na me ba wie school na adwuma ni ho because ye yesua wo school mu ene ye DP no ye hu se wiase sesa enti instead to say ye befa China for de omu ye Japan for de omu ye USA for de omu ye Russia for de na ye nsua no ye nsua ye te ha ni enyina ye nkoya lawyers ene be bia do ye law obi ekosia law adan ya wo ye lawyer no agba be ye politician obe ye politician na no akọ parliament no akọ kabrofo na NDC ni MPP supporters abom nsema momo ye wi a ni awie Nano me can say we mantie on manya ye need just say ye want more lawyers than engineers. On mine ye need just say ye want more lawyers. Ye want more political scientists, lawyers than engineers, than mathematicians, than physicians, than environmental scientists. Ye niaje ako enye law enye bad. Efe. But you see, I can tell you, sir, don't know school acquire loan in no. There's another interest. Oh, a lawyer, oh, a MP, and a year day. Yenya lawyer si bebrei, and a year day of parliament. One no mutimi can sempa ye no. What is happening? Because we are a medical doctor now can't some crowby and few. Who will care? Nobody cares about you. Until when we have a country, our focus is training more lawyers than scientists, we are doomed. Because on maybe a technical skills. Yeah, calculating, yeah, iPhone, yeah, bulb, yeah, industries grow. That is how we grow a country. Who are the people like you do politics? Who are the people? The same old stuff. Who are the people? Say almost say by 2030 in Tokwana air bano. Almost say just say who control wiem. So when you control wiem, what's some air mobile? By ye busese Ghana dey na control omo plan 5 years so entokwana hyase into Russia for any abre, China for any abre, US for any abre, other countries any abre e dey na any abre wo ho any abre ni NDC MPP a minti da say ya sorry anopana a whole week NDC ni MPP for come because a Greek a fool in food there enkoyi inti ye discuss it minti bi da say 1 week ye dey see what say this week in the NDC and MPP ye be ko say ye be ma ekuaye aya akono ye de sika bebre e ba be shem minti bi da education afechire ni siya ye hu de ekoso yi minti say 1 week ye de see what debate say baby we are see through no AI, artificial intelligence, internet of things, technology. Into yen tuning your mind, both NDC and MPP, minti bi da. Min share dante say NDC and MPP week ye de see what say, ye discuss say IMF no, ye jai, ye yankasa betimi ahwe ye ho. There be that discussions in the MP. There discussions. Discussions of self-interest. And I'm saying, on Maya, over more lawyers than scientists, engineers, or money enkoye da. And your rocket science. China for training for science, Russia, science, USA, science. Nano Donald Trump or Musa or all the IT firms. Buy Yebusa Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, was saying now they share economy 600 billion. What do you say 600 billion? Yeah, for some pictures in the tour, $600 billion. And now they say US economy anymore. Or your brand to Mark Zuckerberg, what they say? I want the early 40s. By a young Shishiyama say, Accra, Nipa Bako, Accra, Ketua, and answer penny, Africa no in the 40s. Ultimately, $600 billion. A share US economy. When you say $600 billion, $600 billion, Nipa Baku betimi you say $600 billion no, ebi wo Ghana ha. As $600 billion no, senka Ghana nyanya ya, ki ebe dia se no. Ki ebe dia se no. And so Donald Trump share tech companies ni nyina no. Sexa ene da ho no. Me enye se me mbo mitrimu nka asemo. Me pese hu de ekoso abrantie ketua we wadi se mompani ye ma me Facebook wadi say young guy we wadi say Mark Zuckerberg or the $600 billion Jeff thank you to be invested by Meta in USA. Check the other tech companies, Microsoft Office. Check whatever they are investing into the company. Young guy, onyini ye, our Ghana hakradi anke ye mfi no kra. But yetimia building it up ama say wotimidi 600 billion. Yeah, ko 3 billion cry ye chefayabo. 41 years. Kofi are saying, what did he say?
41 years.
Saying
41 years.
41.
Nana, you on May 14, 1984.
May 14, 1984.
Yeah.
That's a minute bosso.
Nana.
And I mean to me near the me.
Nana, so dear, baby, I want no background, no. And for how
there be
the year 2000 years started adjourners. I've been bro for not that.
There been a so no bad. There be Facebook bad a bay. Monfa year and Facebook bad a bay.
And check.
Monfa old picture of Sabranti we a mammy. Magzagabe. Or she has here no war university no bad a bay. I'm telling you this because there were a lot of Mark Zuckerberg for Waha. You need somebody or you're proactive, no better me a designer who say, Ghana 4 years no more, but only support.
No, they started actually with this idea in 2004.
2004.
Until by 2005, normally first one friend the Facebook, a launch the Facebook.
A buy,
and then they tried on the work here.
Until from 2004, and now when I was yeah, Papa Kofi me
2004, na Kofi was.
And a positive change part too.
Yeah,
but
But now Osha Kofi's idea.
She young guy.
Yes. Now we say you dream about technology from the year 2000s, early 2000s.
And your man so no me idea no me bi. And ensha se nko no bi. So me hu so no sprite, me hu so no.
No sprite na esi research into that.
Okay, and muntwa me photo a say me no sprite na se for that year some.
Yeah, commercial traffic.
No, me hu say onum say no timi ehwe young guy. Then time crop flow baby akro baby anko be ka so new.
We kra hu because akwa no kon wa. Ni adia.
Ega say we hu wani.
But sika sisani pa o. Dey for the latest one or two.
Dey go dey for them crab man say na the latest no. Aha to aso na wo ka bibi.
Etinana on say ye no de no. 2004 Abanti almost started said they were actually putting something together on an crofo modim dear nana ye the idea see be real science in mukakran esha early 2000s the president of 4 time kran esha see okay so only introduce you basic schools you know with ICT CM for ICT computers no enko basic schools no mo start who the friend computer nana enche yo nru be 10 years kra ma ye and now no teacher ni bi de ebo ya ni say no de kire nkwada say no na ye mouse just ye drogu board so na ya kire nkwada say we ye computer enche you but this idea was birth early 2000s and kai say nkiya ko yenim
na wonim a lot of apps Ghana for aye
onya
support ni honto ye wo ideas bebre wo ho a o de kwa politician be boato agu because only bribe. There are a lot of ideas minimum crofobia brave or no more here just a simple support. Yes, we want to bribe answer.
Oh, na won kai enro ikra pharmaceutical companies ebi ye ne herbal o kai papa ko a
ne ho asem
also o pese edura wanya chese in fact what try South Africa bibia work o here just some little support na Ghana be first nation with HIV ye benya aduro no obi anfi no as we say scan ye be wura corruption mu ase no na ICT no
so no ni simple guy me say simple attacks me she coat o mo mu sika ni nyina no mu she coat
obi always get bia simple
dabi to ban hu na me she mat last Saturday kra me she atade bi say simple sa just come for the entire she
no plan tenya attack bebre we be share wa bebo age ne ade bia
honorable mo ni sika no me she fugu no me na hu se mu sika
fugu fo wo sika o fugu no omo prumu sa no ana no ma wo mu
honorable the sika ni
but na yakechi o yakechi se wo hwe on say your priorities in yet honorable say ya empija ne nan go to the patente ko na what we need can as address it chenchire ayobobo we need to area
those were the town not any colleagues you know
they were planning
almost say and the support system was there so just imagine 2004 sabre na ye no mama mpanyi kofo be free so na Ghana ye de ka 9 billion meboa atamil si be free so no ene yewra Mahama be free so no na Ghana de ka 122 billion sa abrɛ no na abrante we ogro yewra Nana Akufo-Addo be free so Ghana ne de ka 760 billion
enya asem ketua
we mu so asase de bi ka ho
enya easy o
enti John Mahama nso be free so no na Ghana ye drew be 1 trillion billion $1
na ye sika no a ye gie no kra no priorities na me se enye o because ne na now the old academia no omo e pa ye research grants ne ade na ya na etese yehu professors wo mu su madam professor bi a minimum no nana oso opeso oye banche o opeso oye research bi ade bi wo banche mu ana o ka sa me refisa ade no na oso omo ye betumi dia ye drugs bi a
banche
nana
cocaine we student banche ho asema yi professor Reverend Professor Safo Kantanka oye tech banche ye papa Methodist bishop oye tech banche varieties makumaku nsia banche nko antimi sesa Ghana hyebre
enso ya nya support
me si ye mfi no
ene yetie no neska no chese ye be se iska no but abrofo no si omo tenke konkan na no ne ye ka China there where they are thinking around be 70 to 100 years ahead ye tia na ye dwene the next 2028 Ghana it's year 2028 the obewini in fact obia ebedi akonwa wo mamu so wawini se mampani ananse political party and no ma shase ye dwene the next election
ene ne mu ode
ye ndwene wo man kan grow tina na ade a wo kai no me unse metia se me hwe wa amesi na ye bro
amashada
ye bro
sensem no one count to ho because eye den ya de mekan daachi no ebeba enti ebeba no na ye hu se ye kan ye bobi amfa ho onza na no penka be so ya no pa no na nke ye kekan na we aye say na bronya aye say na wan but me tira wo daachi na yen that is why it is very important say who choose leader for a country leader or jimmy or minor beyond politics leader otimi who say in the next 10 years this is the projection
and that's why I love a former minister of education for that. You see, because what na brochi, the man of we bebre atna brochi o. Enso ya ye huna adwena o mkofa firi wo ba o. Almost abenya to me no kura hu adwene no mkonya wo hode o mde bebo o man.
Problem.
But look at Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo time when he brought education. She baby a technology ni eko. And STEM, what they had the STEM education. Because say started for time and I did ICT na shase basic education. John Evans Atama was late or the need beto so professor. Kakra BAB bi other schools na bi ni ho. John Dramani mama be ne de kakra. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo when we talking about edutum bae no the focus on technology itself ekwa enimu papa
say no we future
no and you see because I don't know say bia na engineering no yeah he thinks more into how we can transform Ghana with technology na sa focus no na nke ye fa and I will urge say Haruna Idrisu now the Minister of Education Mr. Papa edutum no baby a watena ne no ma wehunu no eno ma bebre woni mu e betumi atapo
Ghana
let's not behave say wo man no yet say akwete mbedi a menko na meko na meko trans symposium bia city papa yi and na me hwe ne vision na wo ma that was the first time I meet here papa yi edutum it's about 3 weeks ago or something na meet here papa na me hwe ne focus anka technology no ode eba abeboa education no such people see carry omo idea no and we move vision no ema wo mai for the next even 20 years 30 years but bia ye de bedu ye second cycle schools ni boy tertiary no enya asem ketwa which we have to focus hwe wo mai bia ekọ space won ye ntimi nro sese kura at least esi etimi duru ba bia enya bibia na ekọ kra bro fufu so abegum bi ese kura de ye shegan China fufu ya kwa mazi China fufu so ni ye she.
All right, Tobo na min kwa so from Abruchri into Tisana ye de this means ne din komo.
Sure.
Eno anyoma bibrisi ha.
Okay.
Ye ne Dr. Kingsley Ajiman betwetwem komo.
Right.
Ono so a scientist.
Right.
Ye betwetwem komo.
Okay.
Then emrebe mu nso ebebusa no. Because ye rasa for jeno anu so baha.
A lot of revelations.
Ene baha. It is only fair.
Yeah.
So ono so ye be man asa akwenya no.
No,
watch na adwen but ade ba kwa me fene say brand abayiwa bia
okay
mo bon say 13 year te say na nyoma nkoyi
okay
na waboa no nyoma bibre
ho
ma yene ne ntwetwe nkomo Dr. Kingsley Ajiman a MP for Ebuakwa South, only a former
scholarship
secretariat registrar now or down and as of so yeah a lot of allegations I say but first Doc, good morning. Doc Oteminga.
Good morning, Metonka pa.
Oh yeah.
Nyame adom na wo.
Great. Me so me hu ye pa. Before Sana Bebemuno, our discussion this morning, because kakra kra wo call parliament no. Me hu say you are among the few people mode de beboa on mine eba. I mean, me hu say we write up bi ana na ye apomuden ekwan ye wo say hwe so hwe apomuden yenya ade we ne beboa ye but saa de no mente say wan kasa wo colleagues ye MPP fompo asomu de mente say akoya NDC ni MPP ye te say ye ka Kenya Japan ba omi adwo mahama eno de ye na ye omu de pa. I'm just thinking aloud. If you look at what Abrochire omo planning, and this morning me bo voice bia JD Vance or Vice President of United States of America omo planning say baby we are here during 21st century no so betimi a we ni wo bia na just say we control space ewiem technology IT internet of things. And I'm worried, you as a scientist, I'm worried say Ghana had discussion no and said that nya de sanyoma we no na eboa ye nemum. It is more of who wins, one na ya de one na anya de one ye betina tum. I'm disturbed. I don't know from your end. The mu ye na e fair discussions I'm discussing with parliament no.
Nana, mamema we share with you for na because I'm santima yakọ na the one part that me say ye person do baby a aya na ye de ya no kan person do and it's the science of things and yet yeah ye de ya no kan keke and then pembe brain na for kan ye STEM medication and that is the way to go see but question about parent baby be say STEM. How can you teach 21st century children with 14th century infrastructure and pedagogy? It starts with modeling. The educational system, semi-high over the years. Go to science university right now. But when any liberal arts, they say, I dominate science and technology university. What we attend to technical universities, liberal arts dominate because we are not building a community committing more resources to math and science education. Every university now the number of students are even a laptop to work with. That's against the Chinese that we want to compete with. At age 4, we're starting to compete as India grow. How do you attain a competitive edge? Research if the Libra let's develop more of the Libra, export it, and become a lead or net exporter of a resource. Which bad anyway, because science and idea. Look at their research labs. Research lab. Or go to any VHS school in an underserved community. I sit in a strong exams from computer and who be that. So we are not near there, but as a nation, I don't think we have committed a lot of resources to it.
Enti ye nim sa de no and of course we cry de ne de me as a researcher no so me de case study like I said anytime bia we be kasa wo parliament no na eye bibi e fa apomden ho ne impuntuo ho but sa debate no both NDC and MPP me hu se omudoma ho ode ahyem Are you not worried yourself?
I'm super worried, and that is why I'm enjoying your conversation this morning. Let me say, it's not a matter of MPP and DC. It's a matter of the Ghanaian. How much space do we give to start discussions, both on our airwaves and everywhere via Ghana for Asia? Susubribi, Yadrin Kokain, return on investment on education, especially science education. You know what I'm saying? It is worrying. From an opacosia numre, Bibia, you used to be a Bibia, a crefle
In Shiraya fan.
Bibia, he used to be a Bibia crefle. Production, a problem. Go to or even KUST, a premier science and technology university. Go to science faculties. Nakore said, infrastructure supported the learning of the 21st century.
In Shiraya fan.
I acquire a teacher from the basic schools. I come off to try and call the idea. Does it make a 21st century? These are things that we have to have in contemplation. Anytime be as a nation, education. It is not just a matter of say, you acquire exams, you pass it. Like interview and say, even the base of the way we even assess people, we have to have a rethink about it in terms of policy. Examination. How does the person attend school from class 1 to class 6, JSS 1 to JSS 3, 9 years of basic education? Only 2 years of preschool come on, 11 years. Then 3 hours is a standard for you to test the person's ability through an exam.
In Shiraya fan.
Through an exams? No. We have to have a serious rethink about this. Because you see, first, the person is a Ghanaian. And Sanyama will I'm telling you, we're going to go round. The next round of university now, what sciences of that? What is the motivation? What are the tools to work with? What are the tools to work with? Are you telling me that we have a global first class 21st century labs in our science faculties? We don't. We don't.
Interesting.
So the conversation should not be shifted to the politician, because the politician has a role to play by way of policy. But or the policy member, it's something that has to solve a problem a society may be ready to accept.
But honorable, respectfully, a politician no so there be a mo drive agenda, because sebi anope enya yen na Insure FM multimedia decide say ye can we ya anka the trending issue will be abronya IGP achina to we see we three kakrakra we three so we three see I am sure say consciously
always we were very many who sets the agenda that leads to policy formulation. It is the media that sets the agenda.
Right.
And that's exactly what you are doing. How many of your kind does this on a daily basis? Into the passes to one pass all the morning shows that the media serves the people of Ghana every day. You saw about 10 to 15 minutes of our time to have this discussion. It will help shape policy, the narratives and the discussion that the politician will have no option but to buy into it. Because agenda setting leads to policy formulation.
Interesting. I'm sure discussions in about to us, but let's talk about one or two things. First, Abayo be understand say owe krasi na ukofa ne bae. I mean, we Buakwa South in Uni Ashanti region. Incident na unkoye Buakwa de na Ashanti region de na as when you abrehu. What is happening?
I mean, media for master. Do ye for master. The name of Numbi Nayamoya na Yeniaje as a nation. I mean, me my guys must send a tape, a video of a Aquada 13 years old. No, it was a career until now program. 13 years, you're repeating. 5 guys are repeating. I'm a 8 months, I just say. There's no help from anywhere. Now, Osha Korano 50 cry. It means that there's a big problem. And the people way is going through such a challenge.
Metwatia 12 we did 12 na emrantie enum arepun 13. 5 boys are repu 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But after 10 run them say police watch it, but it goes beyond the arrest. This is a child that needs help. She's been traumatized. There's no home to go to. There's nothing. Compassion. I said the bread, the bread mobono or the family rather. And it is my divine act. Let me put on record. Say this is not the first time media BBC or the Fire FM. So I'm sure when they get some of these issues, they forward it to me. When I'm in a position to help, I do. It's I'm not going to be free. The crew honor at the number South and Trestle hospital.
Right.
The discussion is that almost the time of the day. Now, the beer will be here, beer will now beer has been catered for. I mean, I don't know or who is one because on said any fealty. We need to share welfare for them. Yeah, I am having a discussion where beyond that, also the bending in arm, my pet, but predicate Nana's vocational program. Biaman or no subit to me, I said, a beggar, which me winning herself of this situation or then
right
now the immediate profiling by just say no antenatal you the laughs and everything on we I mean the nyamias say every who you mob on what me I want on the back. It's very worrying.
With this one. I mean, you say be follow up on the matter now. Ya share kwanya ebe fason so support it. But lastly, before so obekon, I mean him say obreso, but my yimye wa ha. Enra DSCC waba be take over from you. Honorable Asafo J. Eba me platform you so. Ebe a lot of allegations. Eden krata bibiri chire ye. Ema ehun say o na wo ye registrar was scholarship secretariat no. Sikani de wudi bia kama. Sikana nso uyi bia nso ma nkofo ane ni kwanse uyi. Sikani bi wo hokra na nkofo no kosua na ade no. Na wo de nkofo no mo yire ne wo mu kunu ni mu wo mo manyina esika aka ho. Na saa nipa boni same way pa. Aden na wo say Dr. Kingsley Ajiman. Oh yeah. Now the bo on mine no kasa. Nti wo yes ade na won jiro man ho ana doctor.
You made that part. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have responded to such any man. But what answer was bow with you so the bay standing about him. I mean, in the first place in front was a scholarship secretariat, 1968 year. And you may an better scholarship secretariat. Obibia will be very honest. It was a dead, buried, and forgotten institution till I took over. You take it over and say, I couldn't credit me. And I met a debt of 230 million then in 2017. The basic mathematics, 2017, the dollar, the dollar was 4. I'm talking about $57 million. What they mean?
Doc.
In the first place, it's not they mean. Say me now radio so they can say buy na o hono eura mahama buy na o hono obokebu.
Metiwasia ube take you over no na mahama buy so broke bia gu ho akama.
Yes, but you see, there's nothing wrong with that. Because as I would say, the nature of the liability, the scholarship liability, it's a revolving liability. Revolving liability, nature said, also your financial report now. Financial year started 1st January, now ended 31st December. And academic year starts in September. You get it? And you have costs that runs that are not coterminous with the financial year. It will always be flips. And you have exchange rate regimes to deal with. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, what is the mandate of the scholarship secretariat? We were established as an extra ministerial body after the exit of the British imperial power in 1960. And Coma taught it wise and said, Ghana for it made an equity. They have take care about the human capital development of our nation. So it's about human capital development. The human capital development spans through a lot of spectrums. The minimum casa say na ye can say science cry na ye hu say said ye connect ye say empa e betumi afa ho. Simple say preschool and ye hu say catch them young and ye say kwa e betumi eden afa ho. So which area within our mandate and will be me. Secondly, you are talking about so obi ko sina there na or then a spouse and I send a partner okale where they have play more how. You see, in absence of legislation, precedence becomes the law. In absence of precedence, what is the best practice globally? Let me sound this caution. If you are given the opportunity as a registrar of the scholarship secretariat, one, you are a chief diplomat. You should be able to understand the geopolitics of the world. You are a chief diplomat. So you don't give visas. I don't know issue visas. If the host nation allows that, what is wrong with what somebody has done? The Commonwealth scholarship, the DAD scholarship, and scholarships, they all allow for spousal benefits and stuff like that. So, if you really want to understand, and he wanted to understand, I'm sure the civil servants there might have given him explanations. So you are saying to me that there no limited number of working hours. I think in the UK is about maximum of 20 hours a week. So then the spouse, now the spouse no unlimited number of hours to study. I will be to the partner. If you see something wrong with that, and you don't want to give the opportunity to the Ghanaian, it's up to you. Or it's up to you. But you can't impugn wrongdoing. Wrongdoing is a of course, under continuous professional development. Also, all time, you will not want to do it. But you don't tell me that what I did was wrong. When I was say Ghana, free slave, no. And I got no free Santano, and no free Bruno. So a Christoni, so a Cramoni, so a young people, so a young Disney. Also, all man is that opportunity for that person to have a continuous professional development, and that is him. We have to understand that we are building a nation. Now, nation building, Sebi, and your campaign trail. You should be able to navigate swiftly. What exists between campaign time and reality?
Doc, Mamin Busawi. O time, Oma NDC for scholarship,
Ghana for including non-NDC for. And I don't want to be caught in the web of the list, bra. Yes, I ain't in your mind. I don't know about how no about gift to me, and so I'm going to for anything.
Okay, so Metewasia, document pacho, Metewasia, Obebo gifty because gifting ain't no MPP Nino. you can also say oh my Ghana, including NDC for me known our Ghana has so okay. And if we were parliament,
I will not talk about it because you see, when a person acquires knowledge, it is to the utilization of the nation and not the political affiliation. You dig where I'm coming from? Okay. Unless someone dream more hard, and you want to trivialize the debate of nation building to political colors. Who does that?
Inti me pese me ti ase say doc me hu ba pese me ti ase say te say the woka say because akon center on say obobo mpanyufo bi di ana say yehu so mo ye political appointees of the MPP no. Can you also say what document mu say ye wo NDC phobia te say the okay omo so support o ma enye omo kwa support o mo yira na omo kunu no ma te say the wo ye other ones na na.
Of course. Including everybody, including the clergy, media, info, every Ghanaian how apply for spousal Ibiana.
Oh, I see.
But you see, like I was saying, the discussions will not be limited to that. So no, you are the registrar, the chief diplomat for educational diplomacy. It's up to you to build on or chart a new path. What the one ya? The woman and this now or Mampon also man opportunity. Fine. Maybe I may buy it. I will say it and I repeat it. I give Ghana for including members of my party. Is it telling me, sir, he advertising the role of the registrar and apply in Onyaye? It was because it's party from the government. And that's another.
Yeah.
And Tiwaba, only a short course to give benefit to the Ghanaian, including members of your party, which is his own. Why does he want to make it wrong? Say me and you're wrong. Until me the law that I have, until me random abusono. I'm not being article being act being. Nana, tell me some of them the media people. Tell me article. What is the law? What is the law?
The way I see it can't be no. Na ne kasa enu say nyoma na oye ye no ebi wo ho a etia mra nti encha I'm very sure say bia yeko na bia na so ba beso until get ready.
Oh, na ade me kwa na mako bia na yoko. Ana uko bia na yoko a na eno no e trese de. E trese wa yobone. We are investigative authorities. What is the commander meeting? I get ready for a politician and they got an issue. The law enforcement agency can call anybody, including what crime you didn't come out to consul.
Yeah.
So, it's on buy on my scholarship. Oba or maybe. Oba is all maybe.
Well, maybe.
Okay. You. But on one day. Or so, oh, yeah, yes, oh, yeah. Oba is a creative opportunity to Brahman this before. The American answer, or Damreni Bawo, I'm here with the dampine. Now, se Podiano, se screen and Genetia. And you're confounded there, Ukramuka. Udiano, Sankan and Chenepo. Naba conform there, and Ukramuka. We are building a new thing.
All right.
Me, I will never be moved to do some of the name be I mean, the M1 mine, and now mind the pill. Eh? We are registered of scholarships of home. You are dealing with foreign affairs ministers abroad. You are dealing with vice chancellors in high institutions. And Komopia Ubedi Wagana Biana, the state maybe I will make you Biana, has an effect on your output with the international community.
Right.
That's why I said you are a chief diplomat. It's Yaya Bayano. My municipal question, I mean that the former chief of staff former education minister, Uranapo, and the foreign affairs minister, Ayoko. They guided us all. Because we had the same energy, I know, or you, but we were guided. Because I'm saying to you, I met a debt of 230 million Ghana cedis. If the dollar then was 4, you are talking about $57 million. But media, also why a report, internal report or whatever, I don't know what it was. If I was not given an opportunity to even appear before committee now, so what say me report, but you are discussing the report in the media.
All right.
Is that how we build a nation? Is that how the public service works?
All right.
It's not. You are now production team. Now on the nepo. Now the whole team free. Now opening.
But dog you busy. Right.
But let me leave you with the book of Proverbs.
Right.
I think Proverbs chapter 17 there about. Was there the announcement will be only to this one KuroYiMuNsem? And he know the big go. That was saying.
Doc, man, Tihoni Beam, so Kabim. Hello?
Hello?
Man, Proverbs and verses Nibium part. What's a Proverbs?
Proverbs, I think 17, 16, or 18 or baby. Or then other announcement will be only 3. So KuroYiMuNsem.
I didn't know who soon be only 3, so KuroYiMuNsem.
Osuma will be only 3.
Ah, Osuma will be only 3, so KuroYiMuNsem, or the bow the big.
Ah, send here after said
Dr. Kingsley Ajiman, MP, Yamin Shroud, Yadasi.
Yo, Medasi.
Isra 104.5 FM.
Them cost to be nene former DC Minia Penny Honorable Banahine Entry and Common. I said this weekend, so Dr. Baumia, our system Nimu. And T, you know, he didn't come on. Be Honorable, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, yeah.
You have Cassia Daroma. Baby, Yenina, anybody that were casting in a nature, a dog quad a camoan or okro.
Okay.
It's Renyantia, the Bia, Nifa, a best watcher.
And then I'm yes. Most I will sleep, baby, are they?
As anybody of us when it immediate. And I pay me who watch a bus to do ya. Oh, yeah, Jumandi. Just a gun for media houses and baby or Hodoma or more than that. Now we're a gun and since you see and book with him. To who you my way, yeah. Then some more buzu say, kiss you to war.
To war about packing this. I didn't know Suma would be. Only 3 songs of KuroYiMuNsem. No,
the good trim never.
I pack at you.
She riot fan.
As a move, and over trendy. Over trendy. It is well. I mean, who are ye DC pen wife Suma buying pain? Sanyoma, we are nature say.
Yeah.
Yeah, na kuku we aba we discuss we are saying here bet now you be.
Oh, we are sana kakakra.
Sa.
Sana we are na kakakra.
Akakakra.
You see, obia ne nhihye ne aban susuye ene ne osoma ne nti wosoye. You should have a vision as a leader of the institution. The then a person here enti abamra. So me buy because I'm could DC or Sutay. And Kofo Bebre Shako ne ma bi kikaye de bebre or home. Confidentiality is also part of the position there, the amount.
Maybe Biane,
you mean, and some be on man sepeniano.
Okay. It's a crown.
nse unhu onto what ade bi nipa na ya etia bamra ene ko etia bamra anya na woka ho asem ya manefa kwan ya wose fa so o ti ase ha nti uba abahwe ne nipa ne kwazu bi abohina nti uba hwe ne nipa ne ye ba bi ahoden wo a obetimi ato so no ato ba bi a ntimi mmo wo no no asesa ebise esushi no ano na Kingsley kano anya wa na ko interview ne fa o ma ba e o party na wini ene ese yemfa nkrofo bi mra na manfo bu so obetimi aye ne dia ma ebi ko anka wo a umu no kro adwene ho a untumi nye ti ye de ma o sa eso obusa fo no onyera kwan na to bo ase ya ebedu se wo firi na so oja odin papa ye den e de ato na ko anim nti sa issue no a e baban mu a ya chiche nkrofo ne de nsamba bi ko hwana no ho clean yo Ghana from aban to aban and now the amount to say organized Lebanese asofo quiet demonstration say galam say yintwam akuvo den issue state of emergency ya buy nya nkofo didike and this for buy ya me kura mahuhu ni records so kasa aban ya akuvo mampani be si former by on one campaign nje ho no mo yidi fa ho o ti ase ntu ba ne kana fo nyankopon na ma kwanya so mo nya mandate no je bibi de je din papa ya den na fato de bi fi se mini asa fo je o se kire ni ba fi mampon adwuma na de ma na so o hwe ne nim na onye sensationalism ni sa ne ma no entada mo and I mean one thing with me is I don't tarnish people's image
say will be din
Debbie we bia ne wo hunya na no hu oti ase na Ghana ni tu kwan otu kwan no ba bi otu kwa scholarship for no ana ban na man kwan ne se fa oyire ene o ma form bra ibi a wongo tena bro kire da obrokwan o ba yare wo Ghana ha na wusua de na hu de we sitie
very stressful
obere no wusua de nti ese ebu o man na kwani mu a asam na abanti na wutu kwan a sika no dollar na esidi no se command panikufo time ananka dollar no esidi so so yi da
£800 800 cedis
nanka etisa no anka yi na dollar no an ho odensen ye de ntize otiska na etwitwididi pa by principle no odo odihye e ko obi ni kuroso na okosua de na san ba fia beboa menim se bia ya na e ma omo that contractual agreement say usua wi abrefi
sane unless it is a waiver
so when the baby boa o man here and pa mo na mo kan space adem hwede wa mo si yet pa ye de yan ya rese be kwa ko no bi si say de ko bi ntoko mba wie nyina ase ahwe bokna pa so kura ba bo o ti ase
be bi edru no
ahwe bokna pa so because we have not even to ye do video hokra so if then Japan here or the developer, then China here or the developer, they send all their people outside. And I'm going to say factories, you know, then they will get the information. You know, with the bare fee. The few 7 years of a job to my bizarre. Some they going forward and better kaya as Amboha. But do Aboko engineering will be a German has in saying a bit my only institutions to be in your collaboration. Nama Ghana science for no, they are caught. Maybe me 4 years and then pam dom ko number betimi aye ka ho bibi ni magazine for akabomai. These are things you think big. Obi ni dia waye ni dia twam dia no jana no nkwane baby. Me that's my perception.
Invest in the future.
Yes, look at what can be done. What are the challenges of today?
Right.
And then betimi aye ye fu baby adon e bi enua nko a e betimi nya machine e dua banche no a untutu nua ni nyina ansa no. Ana bibi o hono de so duan ma betimi atutu na fu no etimi what can I do as an administrator of the place na he na some sponsor of universities be ko na no collaborate and now can lawyers be bre doors organ institutions yes am ko mo adwuma
esemo
what I say I was listening to you and that's idea they say ko take law school how do mo you na ka legon na law no
many abrekro mo prepare mo exams
what I say ne mo so dey ni me bi no mo so hu nya so ye be chechero 19th century ideas ne that so pompi good panti
study 19 one ko
some of the institutions be ko na professors ne administrators ne pre administrative work According to say professor, I research as you know, was up as all you what did no what did what a cacrawa quackatafre. To me, I am of the view, sir, at our J or Mobia and Fapo up to 7 MP piano. Or Brantia, or Brantia, or your dear, or any dear, or by your dear, shall be our ya, board dear and Hudaru, never be a person, dear, dear, Quania buying president and chief of staff, no. Any affairs, foreign affairs for no, Mummy education for no, and yes, I'm collaboration be. Now, just okay, more more recommending the Panya Day. Am I?
All right.
Now, the party folk are Kranzo Afra.
Now, we have like some minutes. Mamimbusa.
How many days ago you said the matras are at him?
There is a woosh, Miniano. So we this week in your upper crab, which means we're doing come. Problem be any. So we need to be said, Anya's. There be no Butumasem. Some lunch in everything. I mean,
no marriage money.
So this week you everything. That's the crab it me. Yeah, didn't come because when him say, Dr. Bomia was town. About that way.
Ocha. Ocha. Ocha.
Ocha. Oh, okay.
Maybe you made a young couple of my final baby.
Obeba.
Ocha. Ocha. So no funny brain agro.
Joe Obeba have it's over be this.
Obedina Namiensa.
3 days. So be first Friday, Saturday.
Friday, we are Saturday now. Now, okay. Mamimbo specific questions. Are you worried the way I can Japan call for air super more candidates? I'm sure no for 2024. No? Are you worried? Any the other MP before we be kick off on? I'm for cognac. I'm in charity for an area for. I'm in French. I can say, man, I say to review. I have brought the form. I think from 14th to 17th in the Bijana Quantas, and to man, Ghana, man, you are seeing the attorney. Na mencha, my regional chairman. Na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia team. Now the Danko Kufuat, my mention.
Right.
And I'm about body tundi. I don't come for school, some Namanka, ditch mama.
Yeah.
And I would the other banners were pouvoir in ye.
Yeah.
Get twice were freezing honey in the managing Kobe 20 years.
Yeah.
Can ye came? Kibinian could only be a mama could draw.
Right.
10 people are buying. In terms of no your money and the years and this for.
Yeah.
Say, my cousin had been ya. No, me boy.
I did the attempt, you know.
Politics ban, no.
We quite a more party, no more. You
was a politics ban, no. You doing this for Munti being carried.
So, Mr. Bawumia and this in you.
Say, and I know, or end this near how many years in it? Tamben or end this how many years? But me, Papa, I know why. You be no much as about me, Papa. First vice. Just go and check.
But more common, as he said, because I was monitoring a nano pay from your own quarters, one of the.
Because you're party in California and this man, people, me and my own position there.
Yeah.
We are known card bearing members of NDC.
Awa Mohammed.
I'm a praying position of party. Where for? Says Akranete. Time I know pray position in the man in a man.
Why?
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
Or you're running bit here, or can some amount for dinner term. Uja bank a juma. What I say, Uja election a juma, Uja no money every day. Because 2012 year court year, no one's and some could be a year. You win here, say, you mobi and some more G. What I say, now you be amna cockujina that can no be or muka who's why or anything. Or buy now a year running mate no for 8 the band among whose way be in this. And we want a party card. You see, Untimi Noma, not the question. And to Kano Buruswa na at work.
I'm saying Dr. Bawumia, Mossa de no qua, Mubelusu. I didn't know my sword dinsa, no more money resign because I didn't know Belusu, Sano Moka. Yes, a fine essay, and I say, cramming and finding me. Me say. Research pain, and if you should move and pa and my. Where's some more can you say, maybe toss a cinema of brew, with the brewery, Metopongo. Now, Bassi is a top on qua. Now, Metra or one Metra was a see a bono. And I know them, Bawumia didn't call ye. Eh? Yeah, we need ye.
Neso kwan fa so ye wen blame no enye ye.
2024 no.
Koyo. Me dia me nya challenge me hu say bibi betimi asi from January 7th 2021.
No.
Ghana mamu no etise buchia. Parliament ya approve ni mama ban kwan e ma ni implement no. Who dey question this for sir? Saada no. Na ya mema zikafo ye omani adin. No mo dem ho. Unjira man this for toy. E wini aba. For the first time no history name president na manfo nyina atete ho na ehunu say best one president ni na ntimi so an e. They could not convince 1 or 2 NDC for someone to my MPP candidate near the neighbor.
Na MPP no speaker.
Yeah, this speaker come out. These same people turn around. Back one can WiMuNsem. For the first time in our history, 134 MMDCs that were hard working were taken out. One pimpe ope no nso wetimi aye adwuma manetua obe you. And obi an kan WiMuNsem. Who blame ba umia? Yete ha na se cathedral. Yete na ho obi ani sika o. Man this vote in through boom. Yentimi an mo bia bi international audit firm bia kwa mehwa men kasa asem ye kan yeboa. Ntia Christopher bi ko officer na adodam kwakufu adon team no ene eyi e de asore da esi am Yankopon kura di wieska. And these are things they were saying.
In she
obi aye from 1982 sisi adapa penisika gudem. Na kwada afa. Na nsam je bi bai nya eyi ase no ko $1. Ade che. Ko me boa.
Yeah.
Eyi ase na nsam da fi $1 de che. Egu bagim. Obi ni na kwada ate no fansika no ko report. Na kokone amanfo fa kira ko no mu ni ahwe ni mu ni de ayasam ise japa deal. They can't say me be go aban no. And never o me ana. You see, omo kan nyina say twa mo bom ye den hu ni asem. So do abonten no asman nkoda. Me fi say ena no de ya ba ya tu sansen semi ye keka ye ya. E bi say police station for kwan fa so yi MPs. What you say? Ni anam for na asentiade no ne mu oduo amobo man common non to model kon fi oba no kuta fridge we kuta TV na we kuta fridge no kuta TV a ndi asante anke beto aban bibire no ya nto As when him say in 13 additional districts in Ashanti region. You know what it is? From 30 to 43. Now to them kwakufu adomai 13 additional districts. It says kafu frobi esa hakos hankrofo no side district ho a omusisi adan ye ya kwan ni manima bebere. Mama for di intro bebere. Ensem omo kanyina ni nyina so. Na no stika nya menuane no. Meni nyina na Christian service no ba ho. Ya den koda ne kushi atebe ma ne akwa kodi ya ma na maslo no so won pe uja maslo aha nye dwade ne edwe di badwa ya maslo kwa ma waja ho so pempi campaign kura sika ye kon ho ne ye meet and greet sada no no se bank ba bi so wo konkra wa ma ye to baba o nya besin no o se Christopher anto ntine ho no hefo na tuma ba o mia mimi ko muzita kwa ma mposo Dr. Mahmoud ba o nya besin MP Do you say Christopher and trauma? It is a sticker. So when you're Muslim, invariably what you are saying is Okra and trauma about me.
But Moonsro said they are mocking NDC for be you so against me. They are mocking.
I have some more can and I know till Dr. Mahmoud Baum. Yes, when you say be and come from me. And some more can and I know more repeat.
But say WiMuNsem no na etimi weke they will keep on repeating WiMuNsem.
Okay. Sabi you Bible sube hu no kra na no kra no ama fa hodi
but time maybe obi hu no kra na etuli
ya hunu and this for buy o man ga so mba Ghana yo mbetwam ye no mudi se Ghana for hwe wo
right
ejin se mu fufuro bi e ho no mo be ka fa on de o ya o se menka obi a asem negative kan emitimi aye enti ne ono so obetimi aye ene party for ebehwe e de amano ne na kodenim obi a bobo ani pa I said, but me, I can say personally, Ubi enya no asem kiti. Now your vice president of Ghana, constitution then the man. Opposition or constitution ba ko chairman of police council.
And I think so much is an optional.
President Nepa, no the bema. The police council any interior minister ho. Any IGP so. Now a council chairman ho dey. We are vice president from Accra up to Misata. I nekura minim say nekura say vice president ho by hu no. Why no be betimi din session wo so we ye adwuma sen ba me ye adwuma. Vice president ho, president ho so name president din.
Me pese me busa ba wo mia oba obeyedin. What is so new about him? Mo pese still a wono na eko. What is so new about Dr. Baumia?
Wadi ade na kiria o. Ohunu ba bi e toy amfa. Dollar sema ye Kenya na no nkofo ba ye sika pegu ho na $4 billion on one side the basis of dollar so and dollar no tiva from tiva to see asase e pija ni mu asasa ye nhwehwemu ohunu se be see dollar no ekofom there's a flat rate so the to me money pa senior Kingsley kan no it'll be a level of creativity was it's very important the time you woman as we ase anya kotuko yentokwa ni adwene no mu bie so a betima bobo ni pa foforo de aka ho ne implement ne de somdwe ne koso abragana ti no de ba no was a flat rate at our ports what you say me feel say Lithuania for yebi and their country is one of the robust economy near very strong we are say he's taking time to go and say why he's find out it took of way and Benin for ya or more free party. A whole new man for who said the man for Ghana and the man to me. We are concept of deba. None of the boys see we trade $1 running for good and talk a fango. A party pen move poo-poos at the end and kickers him who found. And none of that Trump now because Africans are not using dollar anymore. They are using gold to buy oil, so our dollar is being destroyed. And this is for UK I said then I'm one of the reasons you go there they don't know. ICT moka space in this animal obia ICT ne we are saying robo shoulders or what's a hard no yet to make a go. But president the man was so who anya ndokwa nyatem didi nyene keka ho who ye hu a asamne ba you are a deep thinker that can sit
right
and reorganize and new man for so na ba so many part to do here
right.
And there are a lot of things that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, electricity energy generating. What a electricity bill say was said as was.
But minim says I know my winner okay. But and we have 1 minute for that. Ghana ni no anto sadie.
Enye Ghana ni.
Your kai ni nyina no. May we Ghana ni nanto or the majo mahama.
Ghana ni nanto.
I'm not sure say Ghana ni no still and answer muma who be there in you.
Ghana ni nanto no. You try how many this would in trouble be go yeso.
Right.
The to nipa bebere trimu enti nipa bebere ankoto aba me am witness to it me krum wo a never for chief akofo bi ho so monko okwa ofa kire se do sa fa kire onkoto aba because yes president bi ni nua bi ni bibi anya sika bebere no na onkoto aba police station for sa nyoma ni nyina yetuwe ya on zama ayehu yanke kotoyi hu yanke kotoyi na santeman ne Ghana for bebere ya nto aba eno ne man hu because you see people are doing analysis or they are not doing comparative analysis of the votes go jo mama vote onyan na mampani vote onyan wo de tutu ne onyan 2016 2020 na it's almost the same
right.
And people vote there no and so active because they didn't go out to vote. If you say you're a president here, I said them will be on the level of integrity or so we're hard working or to make a canipa boom or abotre or bunipa ni nyina aboa asamba otono boase no hwe aboam nako. Yes, I now the command obia ube wini wie a enema kan so the boom no na say president to ko esi osirimanten.
All right.
Then say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, do no abeto amano, especially in the Ashanti region. The best I know akọ. No so ni aton no a na nim say adwuma no e ball no ankasa nsem not as a running mate at the president here. Obey no in here. Na boy na.
Thursday minim so ochina oba ha Thursday be sabishia. Na mebusa o say ekosen. I'm asking this because me tie the ekoso between a year e ana me sad kakra. Me so far mention Dante say Dr. Bawumia ka bibi etia obi. But me hu the other side ni nyoma bi ekoso including some of the supporters. But Thursday mess after waba because I need more questions and mebusa. And then the oh boy and kai say woba.
Hello. Oh boy. And I know the conference man. The organic was original have who be yes I na could be no change.
I love when I hear me that say. I mean sure. I was Dr. Bawumia be follow up. They said there any candidate baby I no be follow up because e omo dey na woso na ye ka ho asem. Nti wo kira oba nso e be follow up ni nyina. But me kono Richard Mpacho Mr. The fact say Ghana ahye ne nkyere say e wo se mo bebo obi abaso ha. Coach na wo se slamo pam no. Esremo. Because enra sa go we ni na se for minimum ordinance na ye anasa de me hye de hu. Anyway, Ayala the fantastic guy. Ayala fantastic and no predict here. And then catch Ayala said ne dua ni obi di mabon why? Okay, next sports for mo dia ni nyina mabon hoka. Mo yesi. Match sports for dia ni am be dia ni nyina me mabon hoka. O dia say. Se me nia panyi wa. Ah?
Bo no ma mo bi.
Ba mo kan bi.
Ah. Nana.
I was saying that. Yeah, quick.
Fugui, Botomunya. Obi bebo usru. Ne mo se t-shirt na se woni sika. Enso ya sem foforo.
No so aka quickly. We birthday wish to Evelyn Sechibia, Chimreku of Forensic Science Department UCC.
Oh, okay.
And they a birthday. Inti nyamisha na wodano so na busuafo Maria na nani BK mu nyoma happy birthday.
I was saying passports number 1. And 180 inshira passports. Inti ene o mechire mo maka dwem say ene o madia ni nyina amafa. Because ene o mo ye adwuma, o mo predicting ye and analysis ni nyina so mo bebram. Be jealous.